That's the second one in this month. I don't know. We'll get into all that. But hey, look, we're live. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Game On. This is your Sports Morning Espresso Shot. I'm your host, Will from Game On. He's Cricket from sportspicks.locals.com, and we are the most professional, on-time, non-clickbait sports show on the internet. We are your favorite sports show's favorite sports show. We are Game On, and we're ready to rock. We're ready to roll. Here's what we got on the menu today. Last night we had, for the second time this season, also the second time this month, no touchdown scored in the month of December. And that has people wondering, well, hey, the NFL clearly can't be rigged or scripted, because why would the NFL not want a bunch of scoring? Why would they ever put that garbage of a game out there as a product? And that's cricket where everyone is so wrong, because guess what? Even though it was the worst football game I think I've ever watched from an offensive point, how many people were still glued the whole way through so they could stay on Twitter and bitch and moan about it and just say, this is so bad, this is terrible, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, no, what? This is exactly what the NFL wanted, because they have teamed up with the sports books and they've been promoting all these first touchdown scorers, right? And they want to make it real dramatic and whatnot. And they get you hooked on these first touchdown scorers, cricket. And then what do? Oh, they have a guy catch a touchdown. No. Ref said it was holding. We're going to call that one back. Oh, look at that. He stripped the ball out of his hands and ran it. The defense got the first touchdown. Who? Show me those 35-1 tickets on the defense. Nope. His knee was down. We're going to call him back. That's what they do, Crick. It's all scripted, man. I'm starting to believe the conspiracy theorists out there. This stuff is rigged.
That's a great point, man. You're right. If they was going to script this stuff, surely they'd do better than this. Surely they'd do better.
No, this is exactly what they're doing.
Bro, I watched one damn play of this game. I watched one play of this game. I flipped it over there. I wasn't at the beginning or anything. I flipped over there like less than a minute left the second quarter, and it was 6-3. And I immediately turned it off. I said, I'm not watching this shit. I refuse to give them the views. They got my view for one play.
You turned it on at 6-3 in the second quarter?
I think so. Whenever it was 6-3, and when I saw 6-3, I was like, absolutely not.
And did you know it stayed that way the whole game?
That's what I'm looking at.
That's what I was getting at. I'm like, you didn't miss anything.
I was going to say, I was thinking it was like less than a minute left. It was like 24 seconds left in the first half or something. I saw 6-3, and I was like, I'm not watching another damn play of this game. I didn't either.
It killed all the freaking same game parlays. It killed
everything.
It did. Because no one, I mean, it's fun to bet a couple unders on some things, but no one just predicts this. And that gets me to another point that I'll get to here in a second. But I just wanted to state that the Seahawks defeat the Bears 6-3. That's right, 6-3.
It's not a baseball game either.
3 field goals in this game. I'm pretty sure the Mariners and the Cubbies could put up more runs.
I guarantee you probably at least 65% of the baseball games this season scored more runs than this.
Yeah.
Disgusting, dude.
It was embarrassing.
Let's say hi to our friends and get in a better mood.
It was a little bit of weather and stuff like that, but I mean, it wasn't anything crazy. I mean, these guys know how to play in this.
They are clearly they don't.
Is this something you think we should be? Maybe next year we keep an eye on this. It's. I don't think it's a coincidence that the 2 no touchdown games that we had are in the month of December and on Thursday night.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't think it's a coincidence.
I don't think so either. I think it definitely could be a factor. I mean, you look at the weather, and if it's raining, it's gonna be like freezing rain at like 33 degrees or something, or it's gonna be it's gonna be nasty weather, the wind and stuff. You mix all that stuff in there, and then you put a couple bad teams together, and hell, what do you got?
That's what I'm saying. We keep an eye out when these 2 teams that got really well. I guess the Seahawks had something to play for. They still do have something to play for, but still,
that's what's gross. That's going to be the game that gets them in the playoffs.
Maybe, yeah. No, but that's the thing. Everyone always thinks bad weather means low scoring, but it goes both ways. Like you could have a snap. You know what I mean? Like normally, of course, yes, it favors no scoring, but like you could fumble a ball easier. I mean, you can. It could actually lead to more scoring. So
you could have short fields.
Huh?
You could have short fields and stuff like that where you
shorter fields, like you botch a snap, fumble the ball, or you ball goes between a receiver's hands, right? Easier, and then he gets picked off, stuff like that. But
Yeah,
good
we're
morning.
just weird shit.
Good morning, Blue. Good morning, Mont. Patriots here. I got beef with Patriot this morning. This mother trucker. I see he's mad about it too. Man, did you see the Toledo game yesterday? I'm going to say the Toledo game
was out and about, man.
won because there was supposed to be money on the floor with Pitt money line.
I did not. I didn't watch much of that one. I took the boys out. We was playing all that stuff. I checking in on my phone and I saw what the final was. And I was like, damn, I missed a good one. In this one, there was another good one in the middle too. But yeah, no, that was apparently Patriots not a big fan of Pat Narduzzi, head coach of Pitt. What'd he do? I didn't get to see this game, man. I was playing with the boys.
This game went to 6 overtimes, Craig.
I know it went 6 overtimes. I do know that much.
And the tide turned like in the third overtime. I just want to say this. We'll get into the game. We'll talk about it. But I don't know what Patriots referring to because I didn't see every single play. But I agree that the coach is a moron. I want to know. So Pitt was down 12-20 at half, and this is where the sweats kicked in. Okay, because I'm like, wow, we're down 8. There's 7.5 minutes left in the game. Pitt's up 10 now. They're up.
They went up 30-20.
Yeah. So what happens? They're up 30-20, 7.5 minutes left, pick 6. The hell you doing throwing the football when you're
That's
you're
the
up
only
10?
thing you can't do.
Yeah, they give up a pick 6 and then they give up a field goal with a few seconds left.
Get it to OT. Golly, bro.
And then OT, anything can happen in OT.
Did you know Pitt started out 7-0 and lost their last 6 games of the season?
Supposed to be money on the floor. I don't know how I'm ever going to recover from this. Lost all my Christmas money.
What's up, John? How you doing, John?
Blues in the house. What a Blue. Grass guys here. Nothing wrong with good defense. Hey, yeah, no, hats off to the defense. They were having fun out there, dude.
Mm-hmm. There's Mont hanging out.
Patriot, the under was gold, dude. The under was never a doubt. Never a doubt.
They could play 3 games like yesterday and not get to that total from last night.
That's right. John's in the house. What up, John? Good morning, everyone. God, how is everyone feeling on this Feel Good Friday?
Don't forget our
What
people.
do we got?
Don't forget our folks.
UYJ7587. The mRNA Covavax is in your food. You need to do this now. Okay, thank you. Happy Feel Good Friday. Nevada Mavericks in the house. The Bears stink bigly. Yes. Derps in the house. Worst football game ever. Absolutely. Caleb Williams went into last night being sacked 60 times on the season, and now he is ever so much closer to David Carr's all-time record. And
what is it,
he got sacked 7 times. He is at 67 sacks. That's 4th all-time in a single season. I believe David Carr's sack record is 76 times in a season. So,
Joe Burrow got sacked like 72 or 73 a couple years ago.
Now look at him. Can't even get his team to the playoffs.
Joe Burrow got sacked one of those years like 70-something times.
Yeah.
That's crazy, dude.
There it is. There it is. Patriot was agreeing with me. I knew that was what he was saying. He goes, exactly. Up 2 scores and effectively running the ball calls a pass play. Yeah, dude, when you were running it, I mean, they were at midfield when they threw that interception, Craig. Like, I understand if it's like 3rd and 10 and you got to try, right? But like, you're at midfield. Who cares if you get stuffed? You just punt that ball down there. They haven't done jack diddly shit to your defense the whole second half.
Yeah, what are we doing there, bro?
Also, that quarterback, bum. Don't throw that pick 6.
Pitt, is it Yarnell?
And if you are going to throw an interception, go tackle the guy, all right?
Was Yarnell quarterbacking for him? I know they had Eli Holstein earlier in the year, but he wound up having the season.
I don't know, dude. I've already forgot about him.
I think it's against Louisville when that dude went out, but yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing to talk about this game. I don't know why I clicked back on it.
I don't know what you want me to say here.
It's just
y'all
no
want me.
stats.
I was going to say, would y'all like me to give the comment where they're supposed to give free hot dogs out when they leave the stadium and all that stuff? I mean, they should have been keep coupons.
I don't think anyone wanted a hot dog. They probably want a hot cocoa or something.
They should have gave them something, a coupon to something. That's for sure.
But yeah, never a doubt. My Toledo Rockets end up. Now I got to figure out what Toledo is. I think it was around Detroit or something like that.
Toledo is in Ohio.
Yeah, that's right. Toledo. Love it.
Love it.
Pisses me off. Yeah, hey, congrats if you had the over. Yeah, Duggar. Freaking Duggar. Bum. They said, oh, everyone was so excited because he announced he's coming back for another season. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. Can't even win against Toledo. What are we doing?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a pretty bad deal right there. You see a lot of that in these bowl games. You saw another one.
Toledo got playmakers.
They do. Y'all know I didn't touch this game too. Y'all know Toledo Rockets are number 1 on my no bet list all time. I don't touch them. I don't touch anything they're in, man. No matter which way I bet, I'd have been a loser.
What's a good bet today, chat? I don't feel like capping today. We'll get you one. We'll get you one. We'll get
find one.
Yeah, we got. I like personally. I like tomorrow's way better, but we do have some good bowl games today.
Mm-hmm.
And we're getting to a. Oh, actually, I remember why I pulled this up. There's a point I want to make with this game. But we're getting to. I'm excited for the first of the year, Crick, because remember when I told you the NBA is beatable?
You've told me. That's a rumor.
Don't let Christmas Day and whatnot fool you with all these like 4 or all 5 underdogs covering and 4 winning outright. Okay, because historically, that is just a blip. You get to January and February, and I'm not saying covering. I'm just talking about winning. Good teams win. January and February is when you start figuring out you'll know who the good teams are now, and they win. They may not cover. Like the Boston Celtics, if they're laying double digits this season, don't bet it. You take the points, but they're going to win the game.
I hate the NBA, buddy.
I know.
I want to believe you. I want to believe you that it's beatable.
I'm going to show you.
I hope you do.
Remember, I'm going up against the S&P on the first of the year. I got to make a video for that too, by the way.
I'm pulling for you, sir.
I'm taking on the S&P. We're going to beat the S&P. We're going to beat that thing into submission.
I like it.
All right?
I like it. Let's go.
Even with Papa Trump in the White House, that thing's going to be going up, but we're going to be going up higher than the S&P is, all right? We're going to have a steeper incline, all right?
Okay.
Even the Trump effect can take us down. You want to know why? Because we are the most professional, on-time, non-clickbait sports show on the internet.
100%.
We are most pro.
Most pro.
Okay, my point with these same game parlays, I think how we have to approach these is not how we think the most likely outcome of the game is, right? I think you have to focus in on, okay, so you got to focus in and say, hey, this is a scenario that I can see happening. Doesn't mean it's always going to happen. So, for example, you could have made an argument, a great case, a great handicap for the over last night. Okay. It was 42. Not crazy to get over 42. We just saw last Thursday night with the Chargers and the Broncos or whatever. They had a bazillion points, right?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe you have a great, and then this happens, right? You were just wrong. It happens, okay? This game, they could play it again and it could go way over, right? It's not always going to be a 6-3 under, right? It's where the chips fall. But you could also make a case for the under, and look what happened. You got the under. So I think you take you take a scenario that you think doesn't mean it's the most likely, but you just, when you do that one specific same game parlay, you say, let's go with this. It doesn't even have to be the total, right? It could be this team winning, this person rushing a lot, this attack plan, whatever it is. But you hone in on that, and then you build the same game parlay around it. But you build it. But if you want like juicy odds with it, you build it to the extreme, right? So it's like with this one, with the under. If you love the under, then you start building to the extreme with it. Like with this person way under. You go both quarterbacks under their 1.5 passing touchdowns. You start, go over field goals and whatnot. Stuff like that, like however you want to do it. If you like the over, then that's where you start doing some alternate, like, okay, I like the over, so there's going to be some scoring. Like one that I liked last night when I was piecing things together, I was like, and I threw it into mine. If you just put the Bears money line, but Seattle to go over the 23.5 points, so that means the Bears are going to have to get over 23.5 points as well, right? If they're going to win. But just parlaying those two things together was a plus 1,100. So basically, I'm like, yeah, if this game goes over, could I see the Bears win 27-24? Sure. Sure. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, that's not
Yeah.
crazy.
No.
And that's way better than just betting the Bears plus 180 or whatever on the money line. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm with you. I like that.
So I think that's kind of how we have to attack these. Or I encourage people, if you're going to be doing these same game parlays and you want to get like real juicy payouts, you start focusing in on that. You focus on, like, oh, let's alt up some of these people's yards that we want to throw in there. Because how many times we see like, oh, he really liked Justin Jefferson today. Let's go over his 80.5. And the guy has 160. You know what I mean? You could have altered him up to over 110, over, like
Ladder.
kind of, ladder. But I mean, you throw in the juicier one into the mix to get that bigger. And your odds are these are long shot same game parlays. You're not going to hit them, but if you hit one, then you're cooking. You know what I mean? And I feel like you do all this work to hit one, but you're not getting your true odds because you should have like upped a lot of these other like players, other spots, because that's your handicap. So roll with it. Push
Right.
it to the extreme.
Supporting's got a question for you down there.
Are you going to include political bets in your S&P 500 thing? My political bets paid way more than sports this year. Yeah, I'm gonna include everything that I bet. You'll get everything that I end up putting into that portfolio. And yes, my political bets paid for way more this year than my sports bets because I tied everything up into my political bets this year. But
what do you bet on politics next year? What do you bet on?
there's just different little things here and there. That's what I was about to get to. There's not as much. Obviously, when there's a major election, it's way easier to bet on stuff, but there's things to bet on. I've got some political bets out there right now. Just little things right there. They limit a lot of them. But yeah, no, it will be everything. It will be everything. Hell, we might even throw in the coin toss of the Super Bowl with it. Okay.
It's tails.
So yes, everything will be. That's what you'll get over at GameOn.locals.com. Every time I piece together my portfolio, or that day's investments, I will have them on there, and you will see everything that I'm on with the unit size and everything like that. And that will be just for that one account. I'll have my original betting account, right, of what I normally do every day, anyways. But I'm doing a different strategy with this like treating it like a stock portfolio, right? Treating it like it's your IRA 401k. So you're not going to be putting, more than a few percentage points in on one stock or anything like that,
Okay.
And I'll tell you, there'll be sometimes when I like something a lot. Let's say I liked, I really like the Seahawks to win this game tonight. And I'll put 5% on, like, normally, it's like we'll play it safe and do a money line thing here for, easy return. But instead, what I'll do is I'm going to lay the points with the Seahawks or something like that. And it's only minus 110. And I put 5% on it. I'm like, consider this like an options contract. Options are usually shorter, high risk, high reward, right?
Yep.
You wouldn't do that with a 401k, but you get the idea.
Right.
What a Moose Perk says, I'm just saying the Ravens are 2-5 when Derrick Henry rushes for less than 90 yards. I get you. I hear you. I'm on.
Feed that man the rock.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm with you, man. Feed that man the rock.
Lamar is a bum. All right. Lamar is a bum. Josh Allen is the MVP. I agree with you. Lamar would be nothing without Derrick Henry. Nothing. He'd be at home right now.
Yeah. Hanging out.
Yeah. How
about that?
Did you know, Crick? Jared Goff has thrown. Listen to this, because I have a ticket. Did I tell you this? I think I was telling Steps this. I can't remember that I have a ticket on Jared Goff to win MVP.
Oh yeah, you do. Yeah, the 2,500. Yeah. That's right.
Which still is in play. I know everyone's like worried about it and whatnot. We got to remember he's the Monday Night Football game against the Niners this week, and then we got the big game next week. That might be the last game of the season to determine who is the first of all NFC North champion, but also the number 1 seed in the NFC overall. Okay, so big game, time to shine. 25-1 odds, by the way. Did you know Jared Goff has thrown the ball 50 more times than Lamar Jackson this season, which is that's like over a whole game amount of.
Yeah, that's
attempts,
right? We'll call it a game. There's sometimes they get close to 50, slightly over a game. Yeah.
Yeah. And he still has a higher completion percentage than Lamar Jackson.
Wow. Really?
Yeah. I mean, that's That's impressive.
He also got more interceptions, probably too.
Yeah,
He
everyone.
5 in one game.
Lamar only has like 4.
Okay, well, that's a big part of being an MVP. You don't turn the ball over, man. That's a big deal.
Yeah.
I still think it shouldn't be between either one of those guys. It should be Josh Allen's award any damn way. So.
Oh yeah, I know. 100% agree.
Yeah, and so like I'm not really worried about your bet there at all because I don't think there's any chance you're winning that damn thing.
Yeah. But if there's ever.
But if there is, I mean, I guess you got to sweat. I don't know. You could make up a sweat in your head or whatever.
Dude,
Good luck to you. I hope you hit the damn thing.
Huh?
I said I hope you hit the damn thing. I'm pulling for you. I got no problem with Jared Goff
This
winning
Monday
an
night,
MVP.
the following Sunday night, we're getting extra sweaty in this household. We're gonna be watching those games, praying for 5 touchdowns from.
It wouldn't be bad. It wouldn't be bad to see him get one, but that's Josh Allen's award this year, man.
It should be, but they'll find a way.
It was also supposed to be Christian McCaffrey's last year, so we'll see.
That one, that makes me so mad, and not because I had money on it. Partly because I had money on it.
These awards, man, it's hard for me to put a lot of stock in them anymore. College or pro.
I know.
They're popularity contests.
I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Okay, what should we get into now?
There were some other football games yesterday, college football game.
I mean,
did you see that damn Kansas State Rutgers game? Rutgers was beating the dog shit out of them, man. Kansas State came all the way back and won that damn thing. They were down like 34-7.
That was other money on the floor. I'm glad I didn't bet that game. I couldn't have. After losing the first one, I could not have handled the sweats.
I was sober hanging out with my parents. I wanted to take Rutgers. It would have wound up working out for me. I was going to take the +7 because I watched that Rutgers team a few times this year, and I felt like 7. I was like in the bowl game, not knowing who all was opting out for Kansas State and all that. I was like, +7 seems all right, but I was over at my parents. I couldn't get service to get it in. It must be a sign. Don't bet it. But they were up 34-17. Rutgers was. Wound up losing that thing 44-41. God, it's a bad way to end the season. Blowing a lead like that, and you got to go think about that the whole off season, bro. Be better.
We got to sweat, Crick.
It's not about good. That's right. Grass guy couldn't bet on that one. He's in New Jersey. That's still so stupid to me. They'll let y'all bet, but you can't bet on the teams in the state. That's retarded.
This is a championship. I'm going to need some of my guys to step up. I'm looking at you, Saquon. I'm looking at you, Chuba. Tyler, do your thing, man. I am so good. Look at how many bullets I dodged. I didn't play CJ Stroud. He got 4, thank God. I didn't play Caleb Williams. He got 4.5. Didn't play Najee. I wouldn't play Damian Pierce, let's be honest. But I had no other choice. I had to play Cole Kmet last night because I don't know if Njoku's going to play or not.
How many did he get? I mean, he couldn't have got much.
He did 0 on offense. He didn't have 1 target. He didn't have 1 target, Cricket. Not 1 single target. I don't know if he slept with Caleb Williams' boyfriend or what, but there's something going on between those two where he just doesn't even look his way. After yesterday, there was nothing working yesterday. You think you would have at least tried something. He got 1 point, though. You know what this 1 point was from?
He rushed for 10 yards?
No. Caleb Williams threw that interception at the end of the game, and Cole Kmet was the one that got the tackle.
He made a tackle. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. That's awful.
Oh, my
What up, Miss Marlene?
Miss Marlene is in the house. Here we go. Oh, I kind of want to play that one, but no, we'll play this one. Useful online. What crypto do you use? I used to. So what was it? Coinbase is the one I used to use, but they take forever for you to be able to do anything. You have to wait 3 weeks when you buy crypto before you can send it anywhere. I just downloaded CashApp, and then you have to scan your license and prove that you're a real person, and then you can start exchanging crypto on there. And they have limits on how much you can do per week and stuff like that. But that's how I move money in and out quickly, is through CashApp. So you'll buy the crypto and then you just send it in. And I buy Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the easiest and the one that everyone loves and has the least amount of fees when doing the exchanges between these books that you.
It's the one you got to worry about the least, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That one ain't going nowhere, so you ain't got to worry about that. I don't crypto. I don't mess with
Yeah,
all that.
I'm pretty sure everyone's shocked to hear that, correct?
Right. I mean, I figured y'all would be. That's not my jam. I don't trust it. I don't try to call me old school, whatever. I don't trust all this shit. You got all these people selling old Bitcoins and all kinds of things. Next thing you know, they sell all theirs and you're just screwed out of a bunch of money. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I think it's shady.
Wait, you're telling me a thing that is named Fart Coin now has almost $1 billion worth of value, market capital? You telling me you don't trust Fart Coin?
I'm telling you exactly. I'm telling you, I could see Fart Coin's stock plummeting in a matter of moments if the right people decide to sell.
Why would they do that, Craig?
Because
They've
they're
got
pieces of
diamond
shit.
hands.
Because they're pieces
Both
of shit
fists
and they
are
don't
going
care about
all
you.
in.
They don't care about you, bro. They're pieces of shit. They want you to buy all their shit, buy it up, whatever. And everybody's gonna believe them and say, "Oh, they wouldn't do that. They wouldn't sell on us. They love us. They don't give a shit about you. They're gonna sell you. They're gonna take your money.
Diamond hands, cricket.
They'll sell and take your money. I don't do that shit."
All right. But yes, Miss Marlene, thank you for the generous Rumble rant. And yes, I use Cash App to do all that stuff. It's really easy once you get like all set up and whatnot. It's really easy. UYJ7587 is back.
Well, you better watch out. Patriots this morning. He'll get your ass.
He'll get you.
Miss Marlene, thank you again. You too good to us.
Yeah, I really hope I pull this stuff out over here because I really want to play this next week.
The champ is here.
I really want to so bad. I really do. So I'm hoping Kyler, you do something.
I bet you would just have like a boom box, like wearing it like a backpack, just walking around the world playing that.
I have Cal next to me holding it.
100. That's the way to do it, right there. Have him holding it. Absolutely.
Yeah. Hey, look at that! Looking at it, talking to everyone. Look at that! Look at he right here.
He right here. The champ is here. Let's go.
Crick, we're gonna need some help though. I don't have any options though, dude. Like this is the squad that got me here, and I don't know how.
Dude, this is what happened to me in this league last year. My team wasn't built for it, and I made a run to the championship game, and I got to the championship. I might even have to play this guy. I had to play one of those big dog teams. I got absolutely waxed because I was
and this guy's team isn't all that like it's not that crazy. The other guy I would be more scared of. This one,
the guy he beat the
Jalen Hurts was his QB. He went down, but now I don't feel good about going up against Baker. I'm going to be 100% honest.
You talk about the guy that's the Steelers or whatever. That team's yoked, bro.
Yeah, I dodged the bullet there, but this one, I don't know, man. We're gonna need some help.
Yeah, that's all right though, man. There's in seasons like that. Like last year, I was 100% pleased with my second place finish. I didn't think I was going to smell the playoffs last year. I inherited that team.
Dude,
it was awful.
Look at this help that I got. He didn't play Roma Dunze last night, which I wish he would have. But so Jalen Hurts out, right? So I'm like, I caught a break there. CeeDee Lamb, they just shut down CeeDee Lamb for the year.
Play no more.
God, if there's ever a chance for me to get this, and then he played George Pickens, who only got 8. I mean, I guess I got a chance. He does have Justin Jefferson, Brian Thompson Jr. I don't know, man. These running backs, they're all right, but they're nothing like you don't expect them to get you 20-something points.
James Conner's been going. Is that one of them? Is that James Conner?
Yeah.
He's been going off, man. He's due to have a shit game. He's been getting like 25, 30 points a damn game.
Yeah. I mean, his flex. Who plays Jacoby Myers over Roma Dunze? I think we got
That's not a bad. No, that's a good. That's good. That's smart. That's smart. Jacoby Myers has been getting way more stats than Rome all year long. They don't really look at Rome that much, man.
They did last night. He just couldn't hang on to the damn ball.
It looks like nobody could.
That's true. We'll see. We'll see, Crick.
Yeah, no, Jacoby Myers has not been a bad fantasy option at all. And now he is now, just because they don't have a quarterback with a pulse. But when Gardner was in there, Jacoby was a good option.
I know. I miss it. B. McCormick. Diamond hands, baby. That's right, B. McCormick. Good morning, sir. Good morning.
Why do you still have the Army-Navy game up there? You need to refresh that. That's old.
Well, I just did refresh. I got to scroll down now. They don't take these games off. I don't know why.
Why the hell wouldn't you do that? Take the games off that already been played.
I don't design these things, okay? I'm just
not telling you. I'm telling them. Be better. Take that shit off.
I'm telling you that I'm trying to tell them and no one listens.
I mean, I guess not. Crazy, man.
Oh, that reminds me. I was going to clip this sound out and I forgot to do it, but where is it at? Hold on.
More sound effects.
I was gonna clip this sound out for you and play it today, but you're gonna get the video instead. Okay.
That's even better.
This
Coach
is
Gruden.
this is in response to last night's terrible game.
Does this microphone work? I make sure I can say this clearly. I hate Thursday football.
I agree, dude. I agree. There's a lot of trash ass Thursday night football games because these dudes are out there 72 hours after they played another NFL game, and we wonder why the product is absolute shit.
I hate Thursday football, he says.
I love John Gruden, and I can back anything he says, man.
Dude, I love that he's being himself. He's not like, I really don't think he's being a caricature. Maybe he's playing into a little bit, but it just seems like he's a guy being himself, having fun since he's joined Barstool.
That's a lot of the real him, bro.
Yeah.
That's what he's like at the barbecue.
That's why you see these players. I mean, I don't know, outside of maybe like a couple. You know any players that didn't really like him?
I started to say, you ain't never heard no players talk about how they don't like John Gruden, how they was having all that stuff. He got in trouble over all the emails and all that stuff, but you gotta be, yeah. Gruden needs to work on that haircut.
What's he doing now?
Who?
Jay Gruden. What happened to him?
I don't know.
Let's see where he's at.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question, dude.
You think these guys would be like teaming up together?
Man, these guys are all set up. John Gruden would be doing whatever he wants. Somebody called me to be a head coach again, I'd be like, absolutely not. I got it made now. Screw all that stress.
Let's see. During his time.
You still coaching?
I don't think so.
He looks hammered right there, dude. He looks like he is. He looks like he's been deep in the Hennessy or something.
Did you know he was on the staff when he was on the staff of the 2002 Bucks when they won the Super Bowl?
Oh. You talking about
he was an
John or
coach.
Jay?
Jay was. He was.
I was going to say, yeah. John was on that staff. Yeah.
Well, I know John was. Come on. Now.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know that, but it makes sense when you think about it. We get little bro.
Dude, he hasn't done it. So the last thing he officially did was in January 2022. Okay, January 22nd, 2020. He was the Jaguars offensive coordinator under Doug Marrone. Wow. And then they finished with the worst record of 1-15.
Probably why he's not coaching, man.
And then he was in 2022, he was an offensive consultant to the Rams. Nothing since then.
What did those 2022 Rams do? Weren't they really bad?
Isn't that when they won the Super Bowl?
Well, it was 2021.
Maybe. Yeah, you're right.
Chiefs won the last two.
Chiefs are going for a three-peat.
Yep. Yeah, 2021 was the Rams.
Explains a lot.
I don't know. It sounds like everything Jay touches turns to shit.
Yeah. And John touches everything, and it turns into just magic.
Yeah.
He is magic.
He is magic.
He is magic. There was something I was going to say. What was I going to tell you?
Never know with you, man. Never know.
I don't either. I never know with myself. All right?
It's fair. Fair. I 100% agree with that. Just don't even know what's going to come out sometimes.
So I'm saying. Anyways, here. I know what I'm going to do. This is a good reset while I try to figure out what the heck we're getting into.
You got some tickle bitties and you don't know how to swing? Well, I'm here to help you. Next, you want to tuck your right arm and lay your left arm on top of that mommy milker. Bombs away.
Bombs away.
I got some funny things to show you now. I remember, but first we got to watch. There was some college football games on yesterday.
Couple
of them. We saw some crazy plays, like the exact opposite of what you got from the NFL.
It's fair.
Blue says, "Let's talk bowl games." We're gonna get into them, but I gotta show you some of these highlights. I like these teams that just say, "Screw it, it's a bowl game. It's not a national championship or anything like that. We're gonna just let it rip." Look at this punt. Look how beautiful this punt is. I have never seen a punt this more beautiful than this one.
Oh God.
First of all, this guy should be the quarterback. You see that dime?
I'm just saying that punter just dropped a dime. That's a bomb, dude.
Dude, look at this thing. He just flicked it out
Threw
there.
that damn
ease.
thing
Like, you know what?
40, 50 yards in the air, bro.
40 yards
Look
in
at
the air.
that, dude.
On a freaking rope.
Is that the real punter for
Yeah.
Bowling Green?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, there's so many teams out there that have worse quarterbacks than that guy. He just locked in his spot in the transfer portal.
Get this guy an NIL deal.
I'm just saying that guy. I mean, there's way worse options. I've seen a lot of worse balls than that thrown this year. That was a dime, bro.
Guy says he's a backup QB, not the punter.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, still,
backup QB needs to be promoted ASAP.
I started to say backup. We can take that off his title because that
He
was the
a
prettiest
backup
ball
QB,
thrown
though.
yesterday.
This is what I don't get. If he's a backup QB, don't you think the other team would have been like, "Hey, that's not their punter"? Then again, it's Arkansas State.
I started to say how
many
much
teams are
preparation.
scouting Bowling Green's punter? So
I'm sorry. In these bowl games, I'd be like, we'd be playing safe coverage every single punt. Like I'd have a spy on those guys, on every single one of those cats. Man.
I think you could have covered it, and you still wouldn't have been able to stop that play. That was a freaking dime.
I'm just saying that guy dropped it in the bucket, man. It really, I mean, that was well done. And on top of that, on a fake punt, you don't expect somebody to go 45 yards down the damn field. You look for some crazy little folky doker, the punter rolling out when everybody clears out.
I don't want to overreact because I'd never overreact to things, but the Bears should immediately draft that guy. Okay. They could have used a pass like that last night.
I'm just saying that was a dime. Let's go, dude.
Let's see.
What's Harbaugh saying?
I just wanted to play this. We don't even need to play it. But Jim Harbaugh says they're asking about they're playing up in Foxborough this weekend. It's gonna be cold up there. Says these guys are young, they're healthy, their hearts pump warm blood. It pumps it from the arteries to the veins to the tributaries to the capillaries throughout their whole body. You just play ball. Now I might have gotten that wrong in the wrong order there, as well documented. I'm not a doctor.
Did he say tributaries?
No. Tributaries.
Tributaries.
I just wanted to show that because
oh, Harbaugh. He's a football guy. Football guy. He's not meant to. He don't need to know all that medical stuff.
Yeah. Bears are interested in talking to the Seahawks head coach Pete Carroll. That is crazy,
dude. That really. I mean, if Pete still wants to coach and all that, Pete still got a lot of energy. But put Pete with Caleb Williams.
I think we might. I shared this play. I shared this to show you. So tush push, right? I mean, we're going to get down and dirty. This is going to be fun. Also, I don't know how you don't just veer off to the left here. You know what I mean? Like you have an audible ready to be called to be like, hey, we're going to push the pile to the left. Because
I'd be damn releasing that big ass number 96 or whatever he is over that damn tackle. He'd be standing over there on that K wide open. I'd take one step back, just shot put it. Just shot put it over to him. There won't be a soul around him.
Yeah. But watch this. I think we are definitely going to see this in the NFL. It's a fake tush push. Look at this. You see that?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. That's
see where that ball's at?
Mm-hmm.
Now watch what happens.
Yeah, nobody home. Nobody home. That's what I'm saying. I cannot believe we haven't seen more of this since it's been, 2-3 years now since the tush push became a thing, the brotherly shove and all that. I can't believe we haven't seen more of this. Because all them dudes are just balls to the wall trying to crush each other right there at the line. Nobody paying attention to shit.
Raven for Live 716 might be a little bit biased, but he says wrong. It's Lamar all day. Go look at the numbers. That's cute. Look at Lamar's numbers last year. His numbers last year were not the best numbers in the league, and he still won the MVP. Why? Because his team was really good, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's part of being.
Josh Allen's team is really good. Now, they're not going to get the 1 seed good, but Josh Allen also has done 2 things that have never been done before in the NFL, right? He has 2 historical things that he did in 2 different games this year. That's one where he threw 3 touchdown passes and ran for 3 touchdown passes. And what was the other
one in one game?
That was the other one. The other thing that he did was he was the first player to ever run, catch, and pass for a touchdown in a game. So I'm sorry, you got to look. It's not just numbers. You got to look at other things. And one, your team has to be the 1-2 seed. That's the standard they set last year and every year before that, because Lamar's numbers were terrible last year. And don't believe me, and go look at him compared to this year. I agree, his numbers are way better this year. Hell, last year, if you had to give it to a quarterback, it should have been Dak Prescott, because his numbers, if you want to go by numbers, Dak Prescott should have won the MVP last year. Why didn't Dak win it? Because Lamar's team was better. He was more important to the team. He was the reason why the team was being so successful. If you take Josh Allen off the Bills are below.
Well, we can't really use that argument. If you take either one of those guys off that team, of those teams, they fall off a cliff. Neither one of those teams are playoff teams without those quarterbacks.
I disagree. I think the Ravens would be.
No way. We've seen it, man. We've seen it before. The only reason they ever snipped the playoffs in those spots was because Lamar played the first 10 weeks, 12 weeks of the season.
This could also be true, though. It could be true. You could still say that matters if you take them off the team, and it could apply to both guys, right? It could
absolutely, yeah, 100%. You take both those guys, either one of those guys.
Okay, yes, but the Bills would be nothing, correct? They would be the Patriots if they had Josh Allen gone for the season.
I don't disagree. Okay, I don't disagree with you. If the Ravens played the Bills without either one of those two guys playing, the Ravens win the game. Yeah. I mean, I'll give you that. All that stuff. Like I said, I don't think they're giving it to Lamar again. They gave Lamar one last year and not that Lamar's not great. I love Lamar. I've been a Lamar fan going all the way back to the damn high school days when that guy was doing crazy shit. But last year they gave him one he didn't deserve. I don't think they're going to do that again. Josh Allen, especially with someone right there in the argument with close enough stats to be able to argue whether they should have won or not. Josh Allen's going to win this award this year, man.
Yeah, and so the thing that I get upset about is because everyone wants to point to the numbers. They always say numbers this, numbers that. But here we're, I know he's a Ravens fan, so he's got to root on his guy. I 100% get that. But you couldn't make that argument last year. That's what pissed me off. You could not make the argument last year for Lamar. You just couldn't do it. Now, and he still won the MVP. Why? Because there's got to be more to it than just numbers. And there is. And I value, one, how valuable are you to your team, right? You don't have to have the most yards, most touchdowns, all this stuff. How valuable are you to your team? Are you in these big games that is your team good? Are you winning these games for your teams? But also, I value the fact that Josh Allen has done 2 historic things this season, like 2 Heisman moments. Like Lamar, yes, impressive last week, went out and threw 5 touchdown passes. We've seen that before, though, right? We've never seen someone throw, run, and catch for a touchdown in the same game. We've never seen someone run for 3 touchdowns and pass for 3 touchdowns in the same game.
No,
that to me is more impressive. That's MVP stuff.
I agree with you.
Lamar and the numbers, because last year Lamar, that's why I liked Christian McCaffrey so much last year, was because the stuff that Christian McCaffrey did, you could tell it was directly correlated with the 49ers success. Like, he won them games because he was so reliable on being able to run the ball, catch the ball, score a touchdown for his team.
Yeah, you're not
when
wrong.
They needed a big play, when they needed to pick up a 3rd down, McCaffrey got it every single time. That's MVP.
Yeah, I thought for sure it should have been Christian McCaffrey last year. But, I mean, like I said, this year, and you talk about the stats of the quarterback stuff. Sometimes the reason quarterback stats are so good is because their team sucked and they were behind the whole game. That's not the case with these 2 guys. But a lot of quarterbacks get a lot of stats in trash time.
That too. That's the thing. If you want it to be all about the stats, you need to go back and peel back Lamar's award last year and give it to Christian McCaffrey or Dak Prescott. And then 2, let's change it from MVP to most stats award.
I mean, I think it's the MPP. It's the most popular player.
I think that's what it is too. And I agree with this 100%, Andrew. Voters are weird. That's the other thing that pissed me off about this award. It doesn't matter what
Who votes for this.
Who
votes for this? The sports writers and shit?
Retards vote for it. Okay.
Okay. I mean, that's fair. You're not wrong. I was just wondering what kind of credentials you had to have to get an MVP vote. Like the Heisman voters, you get like some of these guys, but most, like all the former Heisman winners have a vote and things like that. Like, are all the former MVPs voting too, or is it just a bunch of people that never wore shoulder pads?
I don't know, Greg.
Probably a bunch of people that's never put on a helmet.
I say a joke that is not appropriate. So
yeah, don't do that. Don't get us banned.
Oh, you can't cancel us. You can't cancel us, Greg. No. So that's the thing I hate too. It's just they forget what you've done in the middle of the season, and it's like, well, let's see what everyone's talking about the last 3 weeks of the season.
Yep.
That's how Lamar wasn't even on the radar last year, dude. Other than the fact the Ravens were good. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah.
What they have the
Lamar
1 seed last year? I think the Ravens had the 1 seed, right?
They did. They did.
Yeah.
They blew it to the Chiefs at home.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I think it's out. I hate the NFL. Let's talk college football. It's bowl game.
I just got a couple more things in news. Last night, I saw this. Geno Smith had never won on Thursday Night Football, and I immediately took the 4.5 points with the Bears last night. So I was like, I don't know if the Bears are going to win this thing,
Winner.
but this just tells me it's going to be close.
You're 0-7. You never won a game. I don't have a lot of faith you're going to cover this one.
How many times do we see this stat and something ends up panning out? Now he's 1-7 now, so congratulations. But
I feel like you always show me these stats. I always find these stats on Twitter after I've already bet like the wrong side.
Yeah.
I sit there and say, I'm like, all right, Seahawks line moved out to 5. Seahawks, boom. Oh no, Will's dropped.
Patriot says that MVP is trash. Aubrey's a real MVP. Now, if we're just talking to who is the most valuable to a team, you can make a case for Aubrey because
I'm pretty sure I'm going to draft Aubrey in like the 3rd round of fantasy next year.
So much for money on the floor, Patriot.
No. What is that one?
That's the
your
Toledo game.
Pitt, yeah.
Yeah. I thought it was also funny that you had all those NBA players and LeBron saying that Christmas is. I love the NFL, but Christmas is our day. Not according to the numbers, because the Ravens Texans had 24.3 million viewers. Chiefs Steelers had 24.1 million viewers. LeBron's game, I think, had 7 million.
You know what this
Not a
tells
mathematician.
me?
But carry the 3. I think those are just slightly above. I think 24 is slightly higher than 7.
You know what this tells me? Cable television, dying breed, man. It has been for a long time, but there's clearly so many people that have Netflix that don't also have regular cable.
Yeah.
Because everybody tuned into these damn games the other day and on Christmas too.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, that's pretty nuts, man.
Oh, here's another case for the argument. This guy goes, whispers, this Texans team beat Josh Allen's Bills and held Josh Allen to a career low 9 of 30 passing. This guy fires back, whispers, the Raiders, who are 3-12, and the Browns, who are 3-12, beat Lamar Jackson's Ravens. I love when fans go back and forth on this stuff. Because, it's like they want to always go, someone always wants to go and point out that one game.
Hey, I started to say
it's a 17-game season in professional sports. You're gonna have a stinker of a game.
You're gonna have a tough game.
Just
but
like in college football, you're gonna have a bad week. You know what I mean?
You can find some good stats in those fan arguments down there. You scroll out there; those people have some excellent points, man.
Yeah, it's just funny. It's so funny. But I thought this was crazy. So Mater, WSU's former QB, a few weeks later, is it Mater? I don't even know how to say his name. I always say Mater, but it's a John.
Say Mater. I like Mater better.
I like Mater. Mater sounds cougish. All right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Found himself on a FaceTime with Tom Brady and Rob Gronkowski. What? As the NFL legend helped new UNC head coach Bill Belichick recruit Mater. Then Oklahoma countered with a call from Baker Mayfield, and Miami also aggressively pushed with a pitch that included Cam Ward. First of all, if you don't choose UNC why are you even taking another phone call if you had Tom and Gronk on?
Like this one.
I got to question this guy's intelligence. I
want to tell Miami, what are we doing?
Yeah,
North Carolina
how many legends, and you got Cam Ward.
Yeah, they had Tom Brady and Gronk at 1. You had Baker as one of the most popular players in the league right now, and then they wanted to do a pitch with Cam. Well, you didn't have anybody else at the U. You could have used
called up Ray Lewis.
You couldn't have called any of those legends that have played at the U.
Yeah,
and you had to get Cam Ward, who played there for one
Cam
season
Ward was
and blew it
too. So maybe no.
I'm sorry. This is the.
If it was me and Cam Ward called me up, be like, "Hey, you can follow in my footsteps and do what I did." I'd be like, "I don't want to follow in your footsteps.
You didn't.
I want to go be my own person."
I can beat Syracuse and Georgia Tech.
Mater hasn't committed. I know that people are saying Oklahoma. He hasn't officially committed yet, has he?
It don't matter. I don't care about officially committed. I want to see your name on the dotted line. That's when I know where you're going. You can commit and you can flip and all this stuff. When you sign the dotted line, that's when I know where you're going for a year. I can't assume anything more than a year, but that's when you're going for a year. Well, you couldn't get Ed Reed or.
I guess he. I mean, well, I guess he's. Yeah, I don't know if it's official, but he says he's going to Oklahoma, like
Such
you said.
a modern day Miami thing to do.
I know. Anyways, I got to go get the monitors from the wife. So, college football
There we
games. Here you go. Talk
Yeah,
about it.
there we go. That's what we needed, man. You go get your monitor, bro. All right, man. We got a few college football games. I think we got 5 bowl games today. Kicking off first game at noon Eastern time. We have the Patriots, Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the Navy Midshipmen. Great season for Navy right now. Navy is plus 2.5, and this one at minus 112. Oklahoma minus 2.5 at minus 108, minus 135. On the money line for Boomer Sooner and plus 114 for the Midshipmen. Got a total of 43.5 in this one, minus 108 to the over, minus 112 to the under. This line has plummeted, y'all. I'm going to wind up being on Navy in this thing right here. This line last week was up Oklahoma minus 8.5. You probably got a lot of guys that decided to opt out, transfer portals, drafts, whatever. You got some coaching changes and things like that. There's going to be a lot of chaos for Oklahoma today. I mean, they got some athletes out there, but they've also been banged up all year long, had a lot of key players hurt, and they're not just going to bring any of those guys back for this barn burner against Navy in the whatever Quest Bowl this is. But the line, I'm betting Navy just based off the money line. Navy looked good against Army in the Army-Navy game. Went out there and thumped them. Navy's had a great season. I think, what are they sitting there, 9-3 now, something like that. So this is a good football team, man. And seeing that line plummet down the way it has, I mean, it's moved 6 points, y'all. And that, to me, is fishy. Something is fishy right here. Navy's got that weird offense, a lot of teams, triple option type stuff that a lot of teams do not prepare for. So Oklahoma could have some issues with that there. But seeing this line, I'm simply betting this one off the line movement over the last week or so and seeing it go all the way down under. I mean, it's moved under 2 key numbers at this point. It moved from 8.5 all the way through 7, and now it's moved all the way down through the key number of 3 as well. So I'm going to be taking Navy plus the 2.5 and take the 2.5. I normally just go ahead and take the money line in these spots, but in these weird bowl games, you look at the instance like yesterday with Toledo and Pitt, where they wind up getting to the third OT. If it winds up going to OT, close games, all that, but they get to the third OT, and now you only can go for 2-point conversions. So with the 2.5 in these spots, go ahead and take the 2.5 just in case. I'm going to be betting the full unit on the money line as well, but I will take the 2.5 just in case something weird happens, like one of those multi-OT games or whatever.
I found out in college football, you always take the 2.5. You always do it.
I do. I mean, that's the same way in the NFL too, man. I like taking 2.5-point dogs. More times than not, they work out for you. But yeah, I'm on Navy today, just on the big line movement, man. And so, you like anything in that one?
I like Navy.
Okay, we're on the same side. What do you think about Georgia Tech, Vandy?
If anything, if you want a good teaser leg today, just find your favorite teasers that you like and tease it up to Navy. I think 8.5. I don't think there's a chance in hell that Navy doesn't. This is gonna be an ugly game. And Navy is still, they're basically the same team. They're on the grind every single day. They're used to getting up, going to work, putting the boots on. This is as producer Chris would say, this is put your bootstraps on, we're going to work kind of day. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. And
Oklahoma has no idea what the hell they're doing.
And Navy said, yeah, I was going to say, they've got so much weird shit going on out there. They're not going to be in sync or anything like that. And Navy's going to be disciplined. They're not going to beat themselves. Probably not going to turn the football over. They're playing this down in Fort Worth, so you ain't got to worry about no bad weather, crazy shit like that. So,
I like looking at overs in a lot of these, especially these college football playoff games. Do we have to start looking at overs? Because I feel like these teams that take all this time off, so like especially when you have a team. So I don't mean to rub salt in the wound, but you got like the Tennessee, right? And what's the one thing that everyone was like the best thing about Tennessee was that defensive line, right?
Yeah,
stopping the run. And what did Ohio State do? They just
run the football.
They ran the football right down their throats. And I think part of that is they took 3 weeks off, 3 or 4 weeks off, right? And you can't you lose that momentum of hitting each other every week. You can simulate and practice all you want, but it's not the same as like live reps.
There's a difference in hitting practice squad guys and hitting the top dogs. There's a big difference.
So I feel like I don't think I'm crazy to think like, especially if someone's got a good defense and we expect it to be low scoring because of 2 good defenses. If you got all this time off in between games, it takes these kids a little bit to get back into rhythm, and everyone always wants to focus on the offensive side of the ball. But I think defensively, I think we might have something here that we got to tuck that away and think about.
And another thing with the overs you look at in these bowl games, man, a lot of teams done to lose. You see a lot of teams taking chances they wouldn't take normally in the season, going for it on 4th downs in spots they wouldn't normally do it. And, that can be one of two things. You can wind up sustaining a drive longer and getting to go on and get some points that way, or you turn the ball over on a short field and they go back down and get some points. So you see a lot more chances taken in these bowl games that could create more scoring opportunities. So, yeah, I think the over, you got to be real careful taking any unders in these damn things. Just look for the weather games, the cold weather games and things like that for your unders. But,
and that's why, it's tough to predict any of these other bowl games. That's why I was focusing on, like, the playoff games,
Yeah. Yeah, these other bowl games, there's a lot of there are great spots, though, man. That's like Birds Up came for us through the other day with these, dude. So, there are some of these spots where you see, I thought we were having another one last night with Bowling Green there. I see that line get out to 10, but Arkansas State wound up winning that damn thing straight up. But there are some good spots that you can find some things like this. Because a lot of these things, like you look at a team like Navy today, Oklahoma's going to have so many guys that have opted out, transfer portals, whatever, just kind of taking it easy because they know this game don't matter. This ain't what you went to Oklahoma for. You didn't go to Oklahoma to play in the whatever Fort Worth, Texas Bowl. So a lot of these guys ain't going to give a shit. But Navy, this means something, man. Navy's had a great season.
Navy knows they bring back this trophy. They get some extra fun time on the range or something like that, right? They get a reward. They get an extra bowl of soup. You're going
to get a 10-win season. There's not a lot of Navy teams, and that's a big deal to get 10 wins right there. You beat a team like Oklahoma, one of the historic powers in college football and all that stuff. That's a huge deal for Navy. Navy has everything to play for today, and Oklahoma has nothing.
Absolutely.
I can't get a handicap on Georgia Tech, Vanderbilt. I don't know.
Go with Tech.
I want to go with the over, but then I'm like, Georgia Tech and the way they play football and trying to run the football and shorten the game up and things like that, but they can break some long runs. But I don't know. What do you think in that one? What's Patriots saying down here?
What up, Whiskey Pete? He says you just don't go to Oklahoma. Did you see the guy? That reminds me of something yesterday, real quick, while we're talking college football. Right here. Our linebacker, I don't even know how to say his name. I'm not even going to learn how to say his name, but he was a stud linebacker, right? I think he was actually one of the guys that on that final play in the Apple Cup that stuffed him on the goal line. I think he was one of the guys in on the tackle. Anyways, so he, enters transfer portal, and there's one team you can't go to, Crick. There's one team you just can't do it. If you're from WSU, you just had a great season, and now you're hitting the transfer. There's one team you can't go to, and this mother bleeper is going
to Washington. Gross, dude.
Also find it funny that Washington always says that we have no players and that we suck and whatnot. First of all, we beat you. And second of all, when the transfer portal comes around, you guys come poaching our players. We suck, though, huh?
I was going to say, normally, don't we transfer to get ourselves in a better spot?
That's what I'm saying. But no, this guy wants to stay in state and wants to go up into the freaking rain in Seattle. Have fun. Bye, Felicia. We don't need you.
No. My bad, Patriot. I didn't know it was the Armed Forces Bowl. No disrespect there. Sorry.
Yeah, come on. Crick, what are we doing?
Yeah, well, sorry.
Yeah! Who's retarded now? Yeah!
Well, I guess there you go. There's your how you going to bet against Navy in the Armed Forces Bowl. There's your handicap. Lock it in.
No, you don't. You don't do it.
Yeah, lock it in.
I don't know. I would lean towards Georgia Tech because of their goofy offense. Like, that's hard for teams to,
It might be, they got the new shit happening with Diego Pavi got his extra year, and they've got their all kind of crazy lawsuits up going on. They a little inspired today because they get the quarterback back for another year.
I think so.
Are they inspired?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I'm not betting this one. I don't know, y'all.
Instead, if I had to, I'd look at Georgia
Here's
Tech.
What's going to happen. I'm going to bet this game today because it's the only one on at the time, but I have no idea what I'm going to take. I am going to try to get Creek Six out here just a little bit, though. I don't have a play in that one. I'll bet it. I don't know what I'm going to bet yet. But,
yeah.
I do like Texas Tech in the next one. That line's flipped all the way around.
Oh, here we go. Benjamin's in the house. What up, Benjamin Scott? He beat the Chiefs and an injured Lions. What other good teams did he beat? The Bills' schedule was weak besides those two games, and the Ravens had one of the hardest schedules. Well, congratulations. Then we should just name it the most value or the toughest schedule award. That's what we should call it. That's what we're going to call it. It's not the MVP anymore. It's did you have the toughest schedule and win the games in the toughest schedule award? That's what we'll call it. That's a great name. That is a great name. How about that?
Let's just do that. Yeah, I'm sure
Once
you can get
again,
that all
I know Benjamin wasn't here for it, so I'm going to tell him. Josh Allen did two things this season that we have never seen in the history of the NFL. He threw for 3 touchdown passes and ran for 3 touchdowns in a single game. I don't care who you're playing. Mind you, he was playing the Rams, which is not a bad team. But I don't care who you're playing. You do that in a professional – this is the professional athletes out there, right?
All pros, man.
Yeah. Everyone in the history of time had a chance to do that against weaker opponents.
History of time.
They didn't. They haven't done it. He did it. Then he also
wrong.
threw a touchdown pass, ran a touchdown in, and caught a touchdown in the same game. Never seen that happen before either. In the history of time, Craig, in the NFL, in the history of the NFL, anyone could have done that. Hell, you could have had Nick Foles do it in a Super Bowl, and he didn't do it.
Yeah,
still hurts. So, but hey,
just thank you,
Benjamin. Thank you for being here.
There you go. Hold on.
Being here.
There you go.
I think Josh isn't MVP, but it's Def. Well, yeah, no, I agree. I agree with you there.
I mean, you could make an argument for either one of the guys. You could. They're both.
We had to put the. It's not even close in the
Let's
title.
be honest. They're both future Hall of Famers. They're both future Hall of Famers.
Breaks on that. I don't know.
Bullshit, dude.
I don't know.
You're out of your damn mind.
You guys are just lowering the standards nowadays.
No bullshit. Either one of these guys gets a champion. They're both getting in. They're both getting in the Hall of Fame when it's all said and done with the stats and shit like that. And they're both probably going to wind up.
Neither of these guys have been to a Super Bowl, and you want to put them in the Hall of Fame already.
Bro, they're going to wind up getting in the Hall of
Fame.
You
got to pump. This isn't the NBA where if you
they're 26 and 27 years old. They've got 15 more years to play. And look what they've done already. They're going to get a championship, both of them. Before it's all said and done, they're both going to have a championship.
Correct. I don't know if you know this. It is very hard to get to the Super Bowl.
I understand that.
And to win the damn
That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of guys in the Hall of Fame. Some of those guys didn't make Super Bowl, bro.
How many legendary quarterbacks did we see that never made it because they had this guy named Tom Brady in their way? These guys have this guy named Patrick Mahomes in their way.
It's not going to be like easy. Dan Marino. What did Dan Marino go to the Super Bowl like his first season and never made it back?
Yep.
He's in there.
Look at Aaron Rodgers. I mean, he won one.
Won 2.
Rodgers has only won 1.
I'm pretty sure he's won 2, didn't he?
He's only won 1.
Okay, well, whatever. He's won 1. What's your point?
It's hard, especially when you got.
I understand that they only give away 1 a year. Yeah,
it's hard. So I wouldn't just crown these guys yet. Okay,
that's
all I'm saying.
These guys are making the Hall of Fame. Y'all, whatever. Believe what you want. You can take my side. You take Will's side. Whatever. Both these guys get in the Hall of Fame. Period.
What up, Whiskey Pete? He says, Texas Tech. And yeah, you're welcome. Gifted sub. We love these gifted subs. We're handing them out like it's Christmas time, right? We're going to hand out presents. Texas Tech has always been a sneaky threat. Is that who plays it? Oh, Texas Tech and Arkansas. Dude, you can't trust Tech. The Tech
no, dude, take them today. Shut up.
You can't trust Tech.
Take them. I'm going to love you. You're going to bet Arkansas. The book's going to thank you for your donation.
I might just do it out of spite.
I know you're going to. That's what I'm trying to do now. I'm trying to make you give some of that money back. You've been running way too good. Roger Staubach.
Roger Staubach didn't care.
There's a name drop.
What?
Okay. Like I said, I'm unsure of everybody's points here. When people are throwing these names, I don't know what y'all are trying to say.
They said that about Marino, luckiest QB of all time.
Hall of Famer. Period. One of them might win a damn Super Bowl this year.
That I agree with you. They could. Then they'd have a case. Then they'd have a case. All right. Look at Joey Burrow.
Texas Tech and Arkansas. Fuck the NFL. Hate it. I hate it. It doesn't do anything but kick my damn head in. No touchdown, 6-3 fucking game. Literally.
Oh, you're saying Brady was the luckiest quarterback? Hey, I'd rather be lucky than good. If lucky gets me 7 Super Bowl rings, bring it on.
Bring it on.
I'll take all.
Bring it on. I mean, I'm not going to argue that Tom may be the luckiest QB for so many reasons.
It don't matter. Everyone could sit there, bitch and moan and cry that he's the luckiest ever. He'll just be like, thanks, I got 7 rings over here.
I was trying to give y'all some college football winners. We're going to sit here and talk about Tom and Roger Staubach compared to Dan Marino and Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen for the next 30 minutes.
The luckiest quarterback of all time. This is Tom when he walks into any room.
The champ is here! The champ is here! The champ is here!
You know it's true. You know,
no, it's true.
Why Texas Tech didn't win this game?
Man, this line's flipped all the way around. There's some weird things going on with this one. It was all the way up at +3 for Texas Tech a week or so ago. It's moved all the way down now. I'm showing Texas Tech at just a little bit ago. It was Texas Tech -2. Still is Texas Tech -2. This just feels like one of those games. I like this Texas Tech team this year. They've dropped the ball in a couple spots, but when I bet on them, they've done me well. And see this Arkansas team, they kind of packed it in toward the end of the season, man. Was not playing great football. Just kind of lost a lot of that luster they had earlier in the season. They lost that bad game at Oklahoma State. It was terrible when they were up 21-7 in the third quarter. I just don't think this team has a whole lot of depth right now. They're going to add some guys in the transfer portal, whatever, moving in the right direction, yada, yada, yada. But seeing this line move the way it has and what I've seen out of Texas Tech this year, I like the spot for Texas Tech.
Okay.
So Liberty Bowl,
I can't unsee them losing to my Cougs.
You didn't give your Cougs no credit. I mean, it's up on the Palouse, bro. Weird things happen on the Palouse. You know that.
Not enough weird things, not enough for us to freaking win out and get into the playoffs. So,
yeah, I mean, we can't help
enough for all our guys to leave us.
Y'all just a farm system, man.
That's what we do.
That's what we do.
That's what we do.
Speaking of your Cougs, they get to play today in the DirecTV Holiday Bowl.
I can't wait. I'm going to cut some Cougar Gold up and eat it right as this game starts, and I'm going to be decked out in Coug gear. I'm going to be hooting and hollering, and after the first quarter, I'm going to be in the fetal position crying.
I was going to say, I hope you enjoy the first 3 minutes of this game.
It's going to be the best 3 minutes ever. Best 3 minutes of the season.
I was going to say, I don't know, man. But yeah, now right here, I think that obviously you got all the guys they've lost their coach now, basically the whole coaching staff. They've lost all the big dog quarterbacks and everybody's linebackers, everybody transferring. You're going to see a very makeshift lineup out there for the Cougs today with coaches that are unfamiliar being in the spot they're in. This line's kept going out. Syracuse had one of the best offenses in college football all year long. Kyle McCord, the transfer from Ohio State, has looked pretty good up there. As long as they had that one game against Pitt where he threw, 5 interceptions. But since then, he's been pretty polished. And he's led a pretty potent offense all year long, coming off that win over Miami. They're excited and all that stuff. Syracuse about to blow the doors off your Cougs today, buddy. I'm sorry about that.
When the Cougs get a pick 6 to start the game off, that's a great opportunity to live bet Syracuse.
Okay? I started to say, when that happens, double down on Syracuse because the line.
I'm cheering, hooting, and hollering and saying, you can't stop us, and I'm pounding my chest. That's when you should be piling everything on Syracuse.
If Washington State scores first, 100% turn around and double down on Syracuse because the line will move under 2 touchdowns and 100% live bet Syracuse if Washington State scores first. You're okay taking the Orangemen today, y'all.
I'm going to be on my Cougs.
Of course you are. I don't blame you. I respect that, okay? I do respect that.
I'm a 17.5. Keep
That's
those
what I'm trying to tell you.
Save that money line. Here we go.
Save that money you're going to waste betting on Arkansas and just bet it on your Cougs. That way you don't have to lose twice. Just put it on your Cougs. We know it's a loss. You're going to donate it either way. You're going to donate it either way. So just save it and put it all on your Cougs. That way you can at least look loyal.
I'll parlay them together.
Good luck.
I'm actually excited for this game tonight, Texas A&M and USC. I think it's going to be could be an ass whooping, but I think it's going to be kind of a fun game. I think it's going to be a classic USC blows it in the second half game.
Yeah, I'll be right back. 1 second.
All right. Yeah, A&M laying 3.5. USC we don't even know what USC. We don't even know if Lincoln Riley's going to be with the team next year. Who knows, man? We got people leaving from USC. A&M, meanwhile, they don't know who their quarterback's going to be next season. The quarterback that they're going to be starting is basically auditioning for wherever he's going to go next. But A&M is going to have a different QB next year. They just don't know who it is yet. But it's going to be exciting to kind of see because there's big question marks on both of these teams. So we'll kind of see what they can piece together after practicing for a month, and seeing who's going to step up in this spot and whatnot. I think it's going to be a good game.
I think A&M's going to wind up handling it. It'll probably be very similar. If you remember the first game of the season, USC played in this exact same stadium against the SEC team and LSU. Final score, LSU 27-20. That A&M team whipped that LSU team when they played them earlier this year. I know it's team beat team and all that, but USC hasn't shown you anything to tell you that they're getting better and all this stuff. I think Lincoln Riley's a dead man walking out there because they're going to keep him for another year and he's going to suck again next year. And they've got all the resources available to him. But this team can't put it together, man. They can't stop nobody. Texas A&M is more built for this. They got more depth all the way down throughout. And I like Elko, man. I'm looking at head coaches right here. I like Mike Elko over Lincoln Riley.
That's right, Whiskey Pete. Cougars will eat that orange. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Whiskey Pete knows. He's up here with me. We in CDA.
I'll tell you what, y'all after
Cougar
this, y'all
fans.
exchange phone numbers so y'all can cry together later when y'all bet that.
We're gonna be at the bar celebrating.
Yeah, he the one that said he's been to my bar up around you. Cricket's Seafood and Oyster.
Cricket's
Maybe
downtown.
y'all can meet
Down
there.
Berlin.
Y'all can meet there and take a bunch of whiskey shots and think about I told y'all not to bet on that stupid shit.
I'm gonna go there with my slip in hand and my plus 600 money line.
Go ahead. You'll walk back out with it too.
We're gonna have a good time.
Walk back out with it. I'm just glad them kids got Christmas before this game happened.
I'm glad it happened before the pit game yesterday. Jeez.
Right. That's right. Let's see here. Make sure. Oh, we got another one over here in the YouTube chat. LFB, what's up, man? I don't have better stats than Lamar last year. JA17 MVP. He's on board with us.
That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. But also, it's
no more MVP talk. We can't argue about this any fucking
Crick,
more.
That's the title of the stream. People are going to see the title hop
We've
in.
been talking about it for an hour and a half, but we don't know no more than we did.
The whole
you
time.
bet Jared Goff.
I did. Can't wait.
That's what I'm saying. Of all, we're sitting here talking about Lamar the whole time, and you're the one sitting over there holding a plus 2,500 ticket on Jared Goff, feeling good about it.
To be honest, I think in my portfolio, I got to check my other account. I think I do have one with Josh at like plus 450. I think I do.
When did you bet that?
Midway of the season, I think.
Do you remember what his odds were at the beginning?
Probably like 8-1 or something like that.
Yeah, don't worry about that. No.
You don't ever get any good odds on those guys.
No. The way to do it is wait till they start out like Joe Burrow did and have a rough couple games and then bet them when they're at like plus 2,000.
I just get nervous with Allen because they could just shut him down. They win this week.
Oh, Josh Allen, yeah.
There's a 2 seed. They win this week. They're a 2 seed. Shut them down.
They totally could do. I mean, that's
why I like having a little insurance on Jared Goff because Jared Goff, no one's talking about him right now. He has enough. He has good enough stats to be an MVP. He's done historic things this year. He had a perfect game. Perfect.
He also
had almost back-to-back perfect games.
He did have that one. He became the first player to throw 5 picks in a game and win the damn game.
That was pretty cool too.
I mean, I guess whatever. I don't think Josh Allen or Lamar should be punished for being shut down a game because they were good enough to make their team where they didn't even have to play.
You and I agree on that. The voters are stupid, though. Remember the retards.
They are stupid. I'll give you that.
What have you done for me lately? And guess what? We're about to have Monday Night Football this week. Jared Goff, who's going to destroy that San Francisco team. It's going to be like the NFC Championship last year, except for the Niners aren't coming back. Because I don't know if you remember, Lions went up like 14-0 real early on them, and they were just running the ball at will down their throat. By the way, shout out to Fred Warner. You see what Fred Warner said?
No, I love Fred Warner, though. What did he say?
They're like, well, they're shutting down all these guys. You guys are out of the playoffs. Are you going to just sit out the last 2 weeks?
Fred's a football player.
Fred said, no, there's an integrity to the game. I've been playing the whole season with a broken leg.
I got freaking cold chills. That's awesome.
Yeah, he goes, no, there's integrity to this. I'm going to play these last 2 games.
That's the kind of man I want on my freaking team. That's who I want to go to war with, a guy like that, bro.
That is a football player. Now, it's not going to matter because the Lions are still going to run the ball down your throat because the Niners can't stop the run or the damn. But, hey, football player.
I'm telling you, that's a football player, dude. I love that. Get behind it because Fred's getting paid. Fred's getting money. Fred ain't got no reason. He ain't got to go out there. Fred going to get his money either way. I love that, dude. That's a football player.
If Jared Goff has like 4 touchdown passes on Monday Night Football, I'm going to be so giddy. Because you know what that means?
I love when you do this.
You know what that means? That means he's going to be in spotlight. Everyone's going to be talking about him. They're going to pull up his stats and say, hey, they're halfway decent. And then it's going to be Sunday Night Football next week. Jared Goff versus Sam Darnold and the Vikings for the #1 overall seed in the playoffs. Yeah. And then he's going to tear that defense apart.
Like this. I love it when you say that. I think you
lay
awake at night. We know you don't
Jared
sleep.
Goff is the MVP.
We know you don't sleep much, and I think you lay there waiting for those babies to start crying at night, and you're conjuring this stuff up in your head, and you talk yourself into it. I'll give you credit. You talk yourself into it so well, and I love hearing this because, buddy, you have set that money on fire. There ain't no chance in it. Just like Dylan Gabriel had no damn chance to win that Heisman Trophy, Jared Goff has zero chance to win this MVP. Please, for the love of all things that are holy, do not put another nickel on that damn bet.
You got to admit though, if you had to take a plus 2,500 bet, this is probably the best.
Thank you,
best
Grass
chance
Guy.
one.
Look, read
This is
Grass
probably
Guy's
the best
last
chance.
comment. Read Grass Guy's last comment.
He could throw 8 touchdowns and he won't get it. You guys underestimate how stupid these voters are.
He's not getting it. Those voters probably ain't even watching the damn games anymore, man.
They'll be like, "Oh, they're 15-2. That must mean they have a good quarterback. Oh, look at that quarterback threw 5 touchdowns that night. Wow, let's give it to him." That's how it goes. That's exact word for word what happens when they talk about MVP when they vote here in a couple of weeks.
You've been in the room, huh? Golly, no.
They wouldn't want me in that room because I'd start calling them all retards.
Nah, that's what I'm saying. They don't want to put me in those CFP committee rooms and stuff like that. I tell a lot of them people something about them they didn't know. I promise.
Oh my goodness. No, I'm just saying, man, if you had to pick a plus 25 to 1 bet, I think I have the best looking one. All right. Those don't hit often. But I think I have the highest odds of it hitting.
That one ain't hitting.
All right.
Like I said, I ain't even go. I've already made my bookmark. You can make yours now if you want to, because I've already got me a bookmark on this one. When Jared Goff comes out and throws for like 87 yards and 3 picks, and the Vikings win by.
But that was the thing with my Dylan Gabriel bet. He didn't do what he was supposed to do. I didn't say he was going to. I said if he does this, and it hurt him that they didn't get to play Ohio State. I think if they got to play Ohio State and he threw like 4 touchdown passes against Ohio State, I think it would have been.
It could have been. It's just that was already that award was already locked up. That one they were already talking about it. I mean, we already knew who was going to win that, and there's no way he was going to jump both those guys that they were talking about. It was going to be Travis Hunter's award, and there's no way that Dylan Gabriel was going to jump Ashton Jeanty because he was the other. I mean, like I said, a lot of these damn awards are popularity contests now, man. That's what it is. Just is what it is. And Jared Goff doesn't have a prayer on that. Do what?
I think he does.
Well, I'm glad that you believe that, man. Blue likes a Vegas.
I only put $30 on it. Okay.
You only what?
Put $30 on it.
Okay.
It's basically to hedge my other bets.
Will Sprinkles comes in all shapes and sizes, so I have no idea what kind of sprinkle we had on that thing. So I'm not even as mad at you now that I know you only put $30.
It was like 30 to win like 750. I was like, oh, that'll cover all the other ones if somehow this happens, you know?
It's still 30 you set on fire, but at least it was only 30 this time.
But I'll get my money's worth because I'll be glued into those games. You know what I mean? It's like buying a pay-per-view.
I get it. Me and you have a different opinion on what gives us our money's worth there. It doesn't give me my money's worth if I sit there and just cuss the TV for 3.5 hours straight. Get my blood pressure up, storming all through the house and shit. Maybe you handle it better than I do, which is probably true. I could totally see that you handle that stuff better than I do. But
I also did it with winnings. So I took some winnings.
That's the other thing. If you're playing on house money, man, if you're free rolling, then you got to try to bump it on up there. Let me get Blue's parlay out before you say another word. Blue he likes Vegas Golden Knights puck line and Navy money line parlay plus 320 on that one. Boom shakalaka.
I also view it like this. What can I do that I think has a shot, and especially when other people aren't talking about it? And if it hits, can I make content off of?
That's true too. I do. See,
we're in the creating content.
I got to remember your angle on that a lot of times. When I sit here and I'm like, this man can't be serious. I know what you're doing. Yeah, we're creating content, talking about it, and then when it hits, you better believe a video is coming up. 100. I have no doubts. Zero doubts.
I'll be clipping you, telling me that there's no shot in hell. I'll be clipping Grass Guy. We'll be posting. Oh man, you guys, you better hope.
We got to learn how to do that. We got to start learning when we're clipping back all these little funny videos and stuff like that. We got to figure out a way to like just have little random comments popping up in the corners. Like
I know I'm gonna. That's my goal. That's my goal this year. It just takes so much time, but to do better. Like I know we can clip stuff out of here, but I want to do like actual real good. I'm gonna get Final Cut Pro and stuff and download it, and then I'm gonna start making some. My goal for 2025 is make better videos.
We're
not a ton, but like every now and then, like you said,
we're gonna have
playing clips with things popping up and whatnot. And
we're gonna have a production meeting at first year. We got some idea. We're gonna get together. We're gonna try to tie some different things together and We're gonna polish this thing up for 2025, man. Sky's the limit.
2025 is gonna be a big year, man. We had a huge year this year. I can't wait to share the numbers with you guys, but it's been a huge year. So first of all, shout out to you guys. Congratulations. All right, so congratulations to you. Also, B McCormick says, "I'm with Crick. My money's worth is different than Will's." Yes. Well, that's why I'm me. And
Will's one of a kind. Y'all should know they broke the mold on that one.
Also, B McCormick, I want to say this earlier. Sorry to hear about your heat pump, dude. That sucks, especially it's holiday times and whatnot. And just life's a bitch sometimes. Life just throws things at you. And you know what? When life is hitting you hard and kicking you in the nuts, you just smile and you get back up. All right, because really, there's nothing else you can do. It's gonna work out. Everything's gonna work out. You just get back up and you laugh and you just.
That's the thing.
Take a step forward. All right.
Mom and daddy didn't raise no bitches around here, man.
I can guarantee you this. You're going to get back up. It's going to work out. You're going to take a step forward. Life's going to kick you in the nuts again. It might not be today, might not be tomorrow, might be a year from now. Who knows? But life will kick you in the nuts again. You just stand back up and keep moving forward.
That's right, man. Get you a cup.
Patriot says make more most pro. Yeah, I'm going to make more gear and stuff like that too. Today I'm excited. Gonna get that gun. I'm cleaning stuff up in here. Gonna get that sign up. I'm gonna get that gun safe in here, and I'm gonna work on some videos and stuff tonight. So
hey, that's the safest bet y'all can make today. Is that sign is not hanging up when we start.
100% will be up tomorrow's show. 100%.
Y'all go ahead, lay the juice, take the money on the floor, because my safest bet of the day is that the Game On sign is not up when we go live tomorrow.
You don't see how much.
I'm trying to motivate you. But I'm just saying I would lay the minus 450 and take my money on the floor that sign does not make it on the wall today.
I'll bet someone 5 gifted. Actually, how about this? If that sign is up, everyone that shows up tomorrow has to put one gifted sub in the chat. How about that?
I like this.
And if not, I will drop all the gifted subs for everyone that's in the chat. How about that?
You could do it. Okay. Yeah. That's fair. And real quick, man, we talk about having a great year and all this. Shout out to Rumble, man. Rumble take great care of us. They've always they get in there, they give us stuff. We put the time in, man. They scratch our back, we scratch theirs. We love Rumble, and we really appreciate all they do for us, man.
Some would say they the real MVPs.
They the real MVPs.
Them in chat.
That's right, dude. Chat, we could make it without the chat, dude. Chat makes this show.
It does. It does. We need.
What up, Pissant? When'd you wander in here, man?
Could you imagine how late we would be to every show if we didn't have the chat holding us accountable?
I feel like it's almost expected. Like we're going to be 5-6 minutes late now. Like you don't.
2025, we're turning that around.
They get way more surprised when we start on time.
I know.
I get shocked when they see it. They're like 8 o'clock. Well, what?
I know. That's funny. That was funny.
Look,
real quick.
I was looking over here at the NHL real quick to see if I had anything that I liked today.
Yeah, I got something that I like.
What'd you like?
I like coffee.
You do like coffee. Tell me about
I like 1775 coffee. Drink it every single morning. A premium Peaberry, baby. Do you enjoy the speech that Rumble is protecting and fighting for? Our show on Rumble is only possible thanks to our viewers supporting Rumble's platform by purchasing Rumble's products. Most of you drink coffee every day. This is the Sports Morning Espresso Shot, after all. That's why you have to try Rumble's 1775 coffee. It's actually some of the best coffee, and it's the same price as the coffee you buy now, but it's way better. I can confirm. I drink it every day. Rumble's 1775 coffee is free from chemicals, yet rich in flavor. This is because their beans are sourced from high-altitude farms in Bolivia, hand-picked, roasted weekly at the facility in Miami, and delivered fresh to your doorstep. And as believers in freedom, buying from Rumble helps fight back against woke corporations like Starbucks and Dunkin' Donuts. Join the coffee revolution and brew rebellion with Rumble's 1775 coffee. Go to 1775coffee.com, use promo code STUDIO, that's STUDIO, and get a free month supply of their cognitive boosting supplement, Limitless, when you buy 2 bags of their coffee. Think about that, Cricket. That is a crazy deal. The supplement is worth more than the 2 bags of coffee. So they're just saying, you know what? We appreciate you. Try this. We know you're going to love the supplement. The reason why it's expensive is because it works. It's great. We're going to give it to you free. Just buy 2 bags of coffee. So you get delicious coffee basically for free because you're getting a free bottle of that Limitless stuff. That is great. Go to 1775coffee.com. Try their amazing coffee today. Make sure you use that promo code STUDIO, that's STUDIO, and get you that free bottle of Limitless. Go check it out today.
That's a good one too, Pissant. I like that over too.
Of what?
Texas Tech, Arkansas.
Texas Tech, Arkansas. By the way, it's just me, you, and all the babies in the house right now because wife just left with the daughter.
Let's go.
So
Big time. Where they headed today? What they got going on today?
Volunteers right here. We're watching. Everyone's doing what they're supposed to be doing. They're sleeping. We're good.
I'm good. I'm good. For a minute, my boys they in there. They chilling, watching their TV.
Oh yeah, I forgot. You have the boys, whatnot. Yeah, if you got to wrap things up, we can wrap things up. I was just saying, I'm free. I'm free.
Well, yeah. Well, we can go. We can go for a little bit longer. We got some stuff to talk about, man. They're holding the fort down, and I don't hear the roof coming off in there, so we okay right now.
I want to look and see if any of these lines have changed in the contest.
You're right, Blue. You're right. He said the way coffee makes you pee. You figure they put it in the lost weight section. You're right, man. I drink me a couple cups of coffee in the morning. I done peed 10 times by noon, man.
Yep. Probably go get your prostate checked out too. Okay.
Hey, man.
Getting old.
Hey, man.
You're getting old.
Come on. I'm a lot older than I was. That's for sure.
By the way, we have 3 games tomorrow, so we'll be talking NFL tomorrow. I know Crick's favorite thing.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see where these lines are at though. Chargers, Patriots are still 4.5. Bengals has moved to 3.5. The Bengals are going to blow out the Broncos, right?
I think the line being at 3.5, I'm going to be on the Bengals.
Okay. It was 3 earlier in the week.
If it was 2.5, I'd be scared to death of it.
Yeah.
But 3.5, yeah. No, I like the Bengals in that spot.
I kind of like Cardinals, Rams line. It feels right, but I kind of like the Cardinals. Everyone hates the Cardinals right now, and that's kind of the time you want to pick them.
No, it's not.
This is gonna be where the Cardinals win this game that they should have no business winning. They're gonna ruin the NFC title odds for the Rams here, and then the Cardinals are gonna shit the bed next week.
Don't do it, man. Don't do it.
Just saying.
Don't do it. Maybe the 6.5. I ain't mad at you taking the 6.5. I guess. Don't go sprinkling no money lines.
That's right, Eden.
Man,
that's right.
Appreciate that, Eden.
That's right,
man. Shout out to you, brother. Shout out to you. Hope you're doing all right. Had a Merry Christmas and all that.
That's right. 8 points with the Carolina Panthers. I still am on the side of that is way too many points.
That's a lot of points.
Way too many points.
That's a lot of points. But don't forget, Tampa Bay shit the bed last week, man. Baker's gonna have something to prove. You gotta be careful with Baker having something to prove.
Yeah, I am. I'm nervous because I'm facing him in fantasy in the championship. So
you should be. You got to be careful.
We need to run the ball. Let's run the ball. Just run it. Feed Bucky. Bucky's playing, right? He's not injured, right?
No, Bucky and Rashad both playing.
Oh, good. Feed him. This is gross.
I'm gonna wind up not touching that game.
Yeah, that's gross. This one's gross. I like the Saints here, only the fact that they looked so terrible last week.
Dude, don't do it. They're makeshift. Don't do that. The Saints are bad, dude. They're not. They don't have a pulse, man. Nobody. You're going to have Rat Daddy out there at quarterback. You got Kendra Miller.
Let me introduce you to the Las Vegas Raiders.
I'm sorry, but those guys are at least still trying to play. The Saints
I just like teams that get embarrassed
week
on national TV. These are professional athletes. The Saints aren't.
I understand
good,
that, but sometimes the professional athletes on the other side are just better than you are, and the damn Saints are garbage.
Home crowd
with rookie guys playing everywhere, patchwork. They got a interim coach and all this stuff. Franchise in shambles, bro.
Oh, when the Saints marching
bet
in.
it. God, this is gonna be a fun weekend. You're about to give all that damn. Weekend. You've been running so pure. You're about to give all that money back on a bunch of stupid plays.
It's gonna be a gross weekend, but I'm here for it, man. I'm here for it.
All
all these favorites been winning too much. You can't have these favorites winning. Can't do it.
What's up, Mr. Intamin? He's on Josh Allen's side. By God, if they let us vote on this show, it'd be close.
Yeah, maybe let's put a poll up at the end of the season.
Put it up now. What are you waiting on?
Is that I never ask my clients to judge me on my winners. I ask them to judge me on my losers because I have so few.
It's one of my favorite parts from the movie.
It's a great movie, dude. A lot of gems in there.
Colts Giants. That's gross.
We need a shirt. We need a shirt in the merch store. It says the book thanks you for your donation.
Yes, we do.
We need one of those.
I'll write that one down. We'll get that one going too.
Go ahead.
If Lamar wins last year MVP when it was the most mediocre QB season of all time, Josh Allen should get it this year.
Agree 100%, Mr. Intaman. 100%. They gave him that one. That's the main reason I think he's not winning it this year is because they gave him one that he didn't deserve last year. Not that Lamar's not great, but he didn't deserve the most valuable player last year.
You know those voters are thinking about that, right? They're like,
you got to, man. You got to be like, we've already screwed this up once.
We kind of screwed up. We kind of looked stupid last year.
Yeah.
Like maybe that guy Will from Game On was right. We were kind of retarded. We shouldn't have given it to Lamar last year. Maybe we should make up for it and not give it to him this year because then it makes us look real bad.
Yeah.
It makes you look biased too, man. It makes them look so biased, especially nowadays with the whole it doesn't matter. I don't care about his skin color at all when it comes to this award. I'm just saying it makes
I don't care about your skin color at all, period. I know. Race shit.
Absolutely. I'm just saying it makes it look like that they want to, with the how everything's been so woke and they're trying to push all this narrative. They're like, oh, we got it. Like last year it was like, we have to give it to the black QB. You know what I mean?
You're forgetting
you could have given it to Dak too. So it's just like,
you're right. But you're forgetting one key factor. This Trump's America again.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Josh Allen, big Trump guy.
Mr. Intaman said, and if Lamar wins it this year, whatever. They racist.
I hope they give it to Lamar because I'm making that video. NFL's racist.
That'll get some clicks.
They stole an award from a white guy.
You get this. I don't step in all that shit because I don't.
I will.
I don't
right
see color.
Dive head first, baby.
I get so tired of everything being turned into a race war and it's black versus white or whatever and all this stuff. I don't give a shit what your damn skin color is. You're either a good person, a bad person, piece of shit, whatever. I don't judge you off all that shit. I judge you off your actions and what you do. And I want the best damn player to win the thing. And this year it's Josh Allen.
Now this game's going to be good. Packers, Vikings. Vikings got a big game next weekend, right?
This is going to be a good game.
It'll be good. And it's pick'em. They're saying that Buddy Mark is telling you Green Bay Packers are actually better than the Minnesota Vikings.
It's close. This Mr. Intaman, my type of people, man. This is my guy right here. I like this guy. I love everybody, but the league is done. That's my man right there. I'm glad to have you in here, sir. You make sure and come back and see us.
Yes, sir. Smash that like button too while you're here.
He says, you guys feeling the Vikings? I don't know in that one, man. I'm telling you, that's going to be a great game. That's one you really don't even have to bet on. That's going to be a good one to watch, man.
I'm leaning towards the Vikings in this one.
I'm leaning toward the Vikings.
Everyone's hyped up on how good the Packers have looked lately, but if you go look and see who the Packers lose to, it's that next tier above. And so far, the Vikings have shown they're in that next tier above.
We thought they were fraudulent for a little while. We thought they were. They're not, man. That's a good football team right there. And, I got to give the edge to Minnesota right here. They'll be playing indoors at their spot, and they played pretty well at home all year long. Not that gives the Packers a disadvantage by playing inside, but I'm just saying Minnesota, it feels like the home field advantage could have a big factor right here.
I'll tell you what, I'm already penciling in, writing it down, getting it locked and ready to go to bet under in Minnesota next year. Everything. I thought they weren't going to be good this year, not only because of their quarterback situation and whatnot, but remember the issue with them, that salary cap. Their salary cap is like hell. And I thought it was going to affect them this year. I'm confident it's going to affect them next year, and their numbers are going to be so inflated because of the season they had this year. I'm betting everything under on the Vikings next season with both fists.
I don't disagree with that. Because
especially if they end up winning this division, get the 1 seed, I cannot wait to bet under.
What was the Vikings win total? For 7.5, 8.5, probably?
I think it was. They've gone over their win total by six games.
Okay, so it was like. So what are they at now? It was probably sitting around 7.5 or something like that. 6.5, 7.5, whatever. Usually when a team goes like over that number by 4 or 5 plus games, you look historically, they usually do regress back to the mean the next season.
And we don't even care if that's the case. We just know that the average bettor is going to be like, the Vikings were good last year and their win total is only 9.5. They're going to easily get to 10.
You're right. Not everybody is like us and does this stuff all year long. A lot of people, it's what have you done for me lately and all those things. Yeah, you're right. I kind of like that angle on that, dude.
They're just one of those teams I'm going to keep my eye on. What else we got?
Blue, real quick. The Stars don't play the Hurricanes today, sir.
They don't?
No, the Stars play. I do like the Stars today. The Stars play the Minnesota Wild, and I like the Stars puck line -1.5 plus 150. But the Hurricanes play at the Devils, and I'd be careful with that one. That Devils team is kind of a sneaky team, man. And that line, I feel like, is kind of off. I feel like the Hurricanes should be slightly favored in that thing. And the Devils, it's in there at -130. It might be a Devils money line spot.
I want to try something on here. Can I?
What are you doing? What are you trying?
Oh,
I got you, Blue. I got you, man.
I don't know. Can I do this?
What are you trying to do? You need my help with some tech stuff?
I want to see something real quick. Oh, no, I can't. Damn it. I can share a video on here. I wanted to share the thumbnail to this thing because I wanted to remind everyone Josh Allen flying through the snow for that touchdown.
That was a cool touchdown. I'd have that picture hanging over my mantle.
It's right here. I'm just saying, I like it.
Let's go.
I like that. Well, what if we click this and we scroll down? Can we? Don't play. Yeah.
Don't play.
Play.
Oh, they got you, man. Damn it.
You got me.
Can't have nothing nice.
Some bitch.
Can't have nothing nice.
Can't have nothing nice. What are we doing here? Yep.
Yeah, that's the only hockey game I'm gonna be on today, Blue. I'm gonna take the Stars -1.5 plus 150 over the Wild.
Font? Oh, we can change font. Yeah, we pay all this extra money on they up the prices on StreamYard and stuff. And what do they give us? Hey, you guys can change your font.
I'm curious how that at this point in time they're even coming up with new fonts anymore.
Why? No one cares what font our freaking names and stuff are on here, dude. It's just like, what are we doing? How about you just get stuff?
StreamYard's going to screw around. They had kind of a stranglehold in this thing as far as live streaming and stuff like that. They're going to screw around and fuck this up. Super Bowl bound. Okay.
They are.
Tough road.
Bring your ass. Hey, bring your
That's what we need. That's how, if the Vikings host a playoff game, we need Anthony Edwards to start it off like that. Instead of let's get ready to rumble, it's just going to be bring your ass.
Bring your ass, baby. What is this?
What is what?
Oh, I love the NFL. The 3-12 Titans are playing the 3-12 Jags in the rain. Maybe the saddest game of the year in the NFL, but this Titans wet ball drill is a perfect metaphor for the game.
This looks like a scene from The Longest Yard.
That does not look like a professional.
That looks like they're practicing outside of a prison. That looks like a scene off The Longest Yard 100%.
I don't know how these teams are 3-12.
Hey, right? What could go wrong? I know I drove through Nashville the other day, and they got that stadium. They're sitting there, and it's right behind Nissan Stadium where they're building the other one. We showed the clips of that $2 billion stadium, whatever, and they're building it right there. And that's what I told SD14. I was like, it makes sense. They're building that new stadium since they're so fucking good.
Dude, what's funny about that is you can't prepare. You can do that all you want every single day, twice a day. You can't prepare for the rain. You can't. There's nothing that's going to get you used to playing in the rain.
Not that, especially when you see games like that 49ers Rams game where it's just driving rain the whole time. It's one thing to get sprayed with a water hose a couple of times. It's another thing for gallons and gallons and gallons of water to be dumped on you for 3.5 hours straight, bro.
Yeah. It's pretty crazy.
Patriots got a parlay. I think it's hockey, ain't it, Patriot? Buffalo, Toronto, Colorado, and Las Vegas moneyline parlay plus 550. That's for hockey, y'all.
It's pretty crazy that the Bears were 4-2 at right here. The Bears were 4-2, about to be 5-2, and then this Hail Mary play happens, and they screw it up, and they've lost 10 straight now.
Never forget. We go back and clip that out where I was like, you know what, man? This might be the spot where they turn it around. Maybe go sprinkle a little bit on Matt Eberflus at Coach of the Year at plus 5,000. That man was fired in like 72 hours or something. Good take, Cricket. Dumbass.
There won't be a triple in the World Series.
Yeah, no triple. My favorite bet of the entire World Series. No triple. First hit of the World Series, a triple. Fuck off.
Oh, I guess maybe Shadeur is thinking about going to New York now to play with Malik Neighbors. Says he thinks that they will draft him.
I'm sorry. I think all the NFL franchises should get together, all the owners, and we all know those guys are dipshits anyway, so they'll never do this. But they should all get together and be like, listen, if anybody refuses to go somewhere, we all agreed not to draft this jackass.
That's right.
It's a draft. You go where you're supposed, where they tell you to go. They're paying you damn millions of dollars. You go where they tell you to go. You don't get to pick. It's horse shit.
That's right. Let's see.
Caleb Williams. We knew Caleb Williams was going to have plenty of excuses. Man paints his nails. That's the guy I want leading my franchise into battle.
I still think
Whatever.
that was a pretty good line by me.
Which one?
Did Cole Kmet sleep with Caleb Williams' boyfriend or what?
That was a good one. Yeah, yeah. Baby
I
daddy,
just saw your face just go, oh my God.
Yeah, I did. I just
It's
sometimes
something.
that's all I can do with some of your comments. There are no reactions. There are no responses. It's simply a chuckle and a head shake, man. That's all I can do with some of those.
Oh boy. All right. I'm just scanning for news, make sure we didn't miss anything.
Make sure we can get no breaking news this morning. That always happens.
It always freaking right as we sign off of here, they go.
Somebody will be
something.
fired.
And then I'll be like, oh, this would be a great time to make a video on this. And I go, wait, I have 4 kids I'm taking care of right now. Not going to happen. Or I'm
Not-
driving to work.
Not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Did
gonna
you
get
hear that
into-
Nick Sirianni and Zach Ertz got into it at the end of a game? last
He
week?
doesn't even play for him.
Big Dom had to step in.
Big Dom. Look at Big Dom still doing the damn thing. So what? It must have been one of the Commanders games. when they
Yeah, it
played
was
each
after
other?
the game where they were walking on the field and stuff. He came up to him.
Well, probably because Nick Sirianni's a dipshit too. I got to.
Yeah.
We talk about coaching. We talk about John Gruden earlier. Okay, talk about how we didn't really see any players that we think don't like John Gruden. Everybody always
Mm-hmm.
had good things to say about John Gruden. I ain't found no damn body got something good to say about Nick Sirianni.
No.
All his players don't like him. He must just be a prick.
You think he's on the team next year?
Sirianni?
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of hard to argue against it right now. I mean, he could be a dick. They're
I
winning
mean, they
football
took
games.
away all his powers. He doesn't even get a call play. He just stands there as head coach. He doesn't
He
get
may
to do
leave
it.
on his own. I mean, shit, that still
He
pays
ain't leaving
pretty
on his
good.
own. You ain't walking away from that money. What are you talking about?
That's what I was trying to say. I'm like, hell, I don't even really care if you give me power. Just keep putting that money in the account. I'll stand over
Yeah.
here and look like the figurehead. They pay me. I'll tell you what, the Eagles right now, y'all get rid of Nick Sirianni, and I'll take the job at half what you're paying him
Yep.
today. Just go ahead and fax the contract over, and I'll sign it.
Real quick,
Yeah.
rapid fire news. We kind of touched up on some of this real quick, but
Be safe, Patriot.
later, Patriot.
Good luck today, buddy.
Cowboys opt to shut down Lamb for the rest of the season. So CeeDee Lamb's done. That makes sense. What are they
Yeah,
playing for? He's
I
dealing with
thought
that
that-
shoulder stuff too.
I thought that should already happen.
Luka is out at least a month with a calf injury. Got to watch out for Luka and that Achilles now.
Calves are weird, dude.
Yeah. And then we were talking about the Heat yesterday trading Butler, but of course, on cue,
Pat Riley, not
Pat
happening.
Riley comes out and says, nope, we're not trading him, which means they're definitely trading him.
Definitely trading him.
And then
100%.
is this something that we're going to start? I mean, we're kind of seeing it now. Is this a new, just wave of old
Dude, I thought this
ex-players?
exact same thing, bro. This is definitely a new fad. Definitely a new fad. Everybody's trying to, the coach, this is what we call the Coach Prime effect. That's what this is. And Coach Prime starting at Jackson State, having all the success that he's had, moving to Colorado. Now he's got a Heisman Trophy winner he's coached, and they're building that program there. This is a new fad, man. This is the Coach Prime effect right here. You got Michael Vick now at Norfolk State. Now you got Deshaun Jackson here at Delaware State. Yeah, I think you're going to see more of this, man.
Well, and dude, this just shows you how much news happens every single day and how fast we go through the news cycle. I totally forgot about what I almost forgot to bring this up. And so not this, but I got something else here that I'm going to bring up that happened yesterday, but things happen so fast. It's crazy. We never have time to get to everything. But did you see the Lions are signing a high school
Yeah.
winning, a high school state winning head football coach as
How
a backup
cool is that, dude?
quarterback.
How cool. Did we not just say that a couple weeks ago that he was thinking about coming out of retirement? We're like, Teddy probably still play a little bit, man. I think that's cool as shit, dude.
I said that to my brother-in-law yesterday. He's like, "What? Who is this coach?" I go, "It's Teddy Two Gloves." He smiled. He goes, "Teddy Two Gloves?" I go, "Yeah, Teddy Two Gloves. Teddy Bridgewater."
Bro, one of the hardest hits I've ever seen in football in life is when he was playing Florida in that Sugar Bowl when he was, where's he, Louisville? But yeah, and he got absolutely destroyed. You wouldn't have to look hard to find it, but go back and just look at that hit. Somebody absolutely, I thought he was dead, bro. And he got up and kept playing. I was like, I'm a Teddy Bridgewater guy. He can take a lick, bro.
Yeah, he's like, he was like, yeah, but isn't he? He's pretty old now, though, right? And I'm like, he's 32. I mean, he retired young.
Think about how cool it would be to play for that guy in high school, and like y'all just won the state championship. He's like, all right, boys, you got the next month off. I got to go suit up.
This is so smart. Like those, I mean, his injuries was the reason why he retired early, right? But he can. I mean, I'm not saying he's a starter in the league, but he's definitely can be a backup, a game manager. I mean, that's what he was. It's so smart on him. Take the season off, come back in. I mean, you're expected to do nothing. You're just there in case shit goes south for the team. You know what I mean?
Oh, you're right. You're a band-aid.
Teddy Bridgewater may mess around.
Hey, buddy, go ahead and bet him for MVP too.
He is.
He's got about as much chance as Jared Goff does.
No, this would be the Joe Flacco comeback player of the year.
Yes.
But Teddy Bridgewater might mess around and find himself winning a state championship and a Super Bowl in the same season.
I don't even care. I'm not even gonna stat check it. Ain't never been done.
Ain't never been done before. I can guarantee that.
Ain't never been. God, I want him to win so bad now.
Yeah.
I really do. That would be so cool.
Teddy Two Gloves out there, baby. Teddy Two Gloves. I showed you that. There's other news. I'm so here for this. This is so funny. So they released the new trailer for the Happy Gilmore.
Dude, I'm ready for this.
Happy Gilmore 2.
I hope it doesn't suck.
I think we're gonna have our expectations so high.
We can't help it. You can't. There's some things you just can't remake, man. There's some things you don't mess with. Like when they try to make
comedy back then is different than comedy now. Like we know it's gonna be just silly. Like if you go back and actually watch it as a movie, it's kind of just a silly. It was just so funny back then. It's way more funny back then than now. You know what I mean?
Right. And but at the same time too, like you look up when they try to remake like Dumb and Dumber or make the next Dumb, like those never work out, bro. Because like you said, our expectations are way too high, and I think I'm torn between it. I want to see this. I'm ready to see it, but I'm afraid they're going to screw it up.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go watch it, know what it's going to be, and just kind of enjoy it. But I love this. Shooter McGavin says swing looks slow and fragile. The athleticism is gone. It's over for Happy. It's Shooter's turn.
Let's go, baby. That
he puts the video side by side, dude. Look at this.
That if y'all don't follow that Shooter McGavin page on Twitter, you need to, because whoever runs that is hilarious. They got gold on there every day on that page, bro.
B. McCormick says, does anyone remember him playing for Miami last year? Not good. We're not saying he's going to be good. He's going to be a backup quarterback.
I don't want him to see the field because that means Jared Goff got hurt, and that would be bad for football. I just want Teddy to sit over there, hold a clipboard, and get a Super Bowl ring.
Absolutely. Chris Godwin hasn't played since what?
I was just saying hello to Dot there. I think that's Dot.
Chris Godwin hasn't played since October 21st, and he still has 33 more receiving yards than generational talent Kyle Pitts.
Dude, Chris Godwin was having an incredible season. I'm pretty sure he was like, because Nico Collins had went down or something. I think Chris Godwin might have been leading the league in receiving yards when he wound up getting hurt.
He was up there.
He was having a great season, man.
Yeah.
Love Chris Godwin. It's my guy.
Yeah. Okay. I think that'll do it. I think that's everything.
That'll do it, man. That'll do it.
Let me just check one more thing over here. Looking good.
Yeah, I got to get these picks out, y'all.
These picks out.
I'll get them out here in the next couple hours or so. But in case I don't have them out by noon, y'all, I'm going to be on Navy today.
Y'all better just hope that Arkansas doesn't win today and that my Cougs don't win.
Your Cougs ain't winning. Arkansas is going to
pray. You guys just better hope, because you guys are going to get the whole show tomorrow. I'll tell you what it will be. It'll just be the first 30 minutes just clipping out every single thing.
Better than talking about the NFL MVP. I'm on board. I'm on board
That was
for it. I'm
fun
almost
today.
rooting for that now.
That was fun today.
Yeah, exciting, exhilarating stuff. I feel better about it.
I thought it was great. I thought we
No,
learned a
It's a
lot.
good debate, man. It's a
We
good
learned
debate.
a
It's
lot.
good year for the debate. Like I said, you got a few guys that are there and in the running for it. It is a good debate. It's a better debate this year than it was last year. Last year it was supposed to be CMC and they just didn't do it. Like there wasn't really a debate last year. This year there definitely is a debate.
I was so mad last year. Still mad about it.
I was going to say, you still upset about that.
I've never cared that much about an award.
You bought Christian McCaffrey jerseys and everything.
I still love that jersey. I still love it. Even though it makes me way too hot and sweaty. Love it.
Oh, man.
If the Cougs win, that'll be the show tomorrow. We'll just watch the whole game. I was thinking about this on locals too. Until we get enough supporters, we can only do like 30 minutes at a time.
Yep.
But I was thinking some of these playoff games coming up, or college football playoff games and NFL playoff games, maybe if I can pull it off, like we hop in there for the fourth quarter of a big game if it's close. Like we schedule it.
I can do that on, man, I can do it on Sports Picks. I can stream live over there. We got enough followers over there. I can stream. We'll probably stream as long as we want. I don't know how it all works.
You guys definitely can.
So that's what I'm saying. We can always do
maybe
that
if we
over
want to
there.
do like a big game, we can do that kind of stuff over there. I was just trying to think of something to add value to the locals group. Like we were talking about watching the league and stuff like that, watch episodes, but it'd be kind of cool to get our reactions and watch the last quarter of a game,
Maybe one of the playoff games coming up or something.
Yeah, just something,
NFL,
like, hey, if this
NFL
game is
or
close,
college,
right?
whatever.
Like if we expect this to be a good game, right? We got like Oregon, Ohio State, for example, right? It'd be like, hey, we're expecting this to be a good game. If it's within, reason, like if it could go, within a score or two, or, could go either way, we'll have this live stream set up and then you come over to locals and we'll stream the last quarter and watch it together.
I like that idea, man.
That'd be fun.
There's a lot of things like that. Like I said, we're going to have a production meeting, man. We're going to talk about all this stuff. We'll figure all that out. But 2025,
my thing is always time and timing.
Yeah, no, that's my biggest thing. That's why I tell SD40 man all the time. I'm like, I just wish Steps and Will were able to, like, I wish y'all didn't have other jobs, man. I'll be honest with you. I'm happy for y'all, man. Glad y'all's family's eating and all that stuff, man. But I wish y'all were able to put 24 hours into this thing, man.
I know, dude. Could you imagine? Oh God,
we crushed it. We crushed it already, man.
One day, that's the goal. That's that's what we're working towards here. Just every morning I get up and I think, well, we're one day closer.
One day closer, bro. Heading in the right direction.
One day closer to doing this, having fun.
That's right.
Doing this full time. But no, I think that would be fun. So, and we're open to ideas. You guys just let us know, open to ideas. But I think that will help grow the Game On Locals community, and I need to start doing more stuff over there. And so these are some of the ideas I had. So we'll see what happens.
Absolutely, man.
And now that like the technology stuff is getting better, because we can stream directly out of studio into locals too. So that makes it easier as well. So we'll see. That's the game plan. There's something you guys want us to cover. We'll make it work. I'll tell you what, New Year's Day, whatever. Actually, let's pull up the schedule real quick because I can tell you now. Bowl games, New Year's Day.
I can
tell you whatever game is on at nap time is the one that I have the best chance at being able to do that.
I'll be honest, it's probably going to be at a weird time for you. There'll be like in between games at nap time, probably.
Well, I mean, there's 3 games on that day though, or 3 playoff games.
12-4 and 8 probably when they'll play them.
Oh, it actually might work out. Well, except for it ends up being a shitty game. Should be a shitty game. I was going to say the end of the Texas-Arizona State game, the fourth quarter should be like starting when nap time starts.
Yeah, well, we're not going to have anything to talk about in that one.
Maybe though we do it just as a little test run. See how
that's fair. We can always do that. Practice make perfect, man.
Yeah,
perfect.
Who knows?
Practice.
Maybe it ends up being a game and it ends up being close, and we get to go laugh at Texas for having a close game against Arizona State.
We'll throw shade. We don't discriminate on that. We'll throw shade everywhere.
For the Ohio State Oregon game, but that thing's going to end like right around dinner time. There's no chance in hell. Now, I will say this: the end of so we could do that, then we could test it out, and then this will be late for you, but the end of the Notre Dame Georgia game should be happening. Like the fourth quarter should be starting when the kids go to bed. So I might be able to do the fourth quarter of the Georgia Notre Dame.
Yeah, it won't matter. It's late for me on that. I'll be up for them.
All right.
Yep, I'll be
That'll
up
be
for
fun.
them.
I mean, 43 is the total in that game. That's gross.
Good defense in that. There's some studs on the defense side of the ball. I still think that
Remember-
game probably turns
defense,
the over. You also got to remember too, backup quarterback for Georgia.
Oh, that's true.
Yep.
Anyways, little man's up. Kids are getting up. You want to say hi to everyone?
Yeah, bring him in here. What up, bro? Let's go.
I just washed their shirts. I gotta find cows, but it's in the pile of laundry. But I'm gonna get you a video of them wearing the Go Big Orange shirts.
Tell me about it.
Right?
Tell me.
Say Go Big Orange.
Big orange.
Let's go, baby. I love that. That gets me amped up. I'm ready for the day now, buddy.
Yeah,
My
so
man.
are we. God, we're gonna need it today too. What? Okay, you do that. We're at that stage of every time he has to go to the bathroom, he goes, "Hey, Dad, I need to go potty." And as he's walking towards it, I go, "Okay, you can just go do it." But okay,
Yeah. You're. It's cool, man. This is once again. It's not prison, man. You don't have to ask for permission. Go handle it.
He's sitting at the counter or like getting ready, like or eating food or something. He's just look at me, "Dad, I need to go poop." I'm like, "Then go." Like,
Isn't it funny how open they are with those sorts of things?
yeah. Oh my goodness. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. We will be back bright and early tomorrow at 5. Yes, 5. Because guess what? Day off. Day off means we start at 5 instead of 4:30. Makes a huge difference. Of course, we will always be on time. We would never even think about being late. But 5 a.m. Pacific Standard Time tomorrow. But until then,
Good luck. Good gambling.
and game on.